One lonely beastie I be. Oh, this is Tim, listening to our Giant Straight Talk, brought to you by the mighty FanDuel, of course, on the Believe Network. It's FanDuel.com, number one sports book in the land. We got James Stein in the chat, already saying, good afternoon, Tim. It is a good afternoon because you know what? The New York Football Giants, oh, no. Sorry, I thought they won on Sunday. Because you look at Twitter, you look at Instagram, you look like fucking morons, like 59 ways to groove 3. And you would think the Giants won. You think it would be this venerable win. No, it was the 8th straight loss to the Washington Commanders. I love it. And this is to we're gonna get right into it. This is to the groove here. Who already looks like a fucking moron, which we already know. Giant fans cream themselves that Abdul Carter had a good game against, and I quote some Giant fans, a terrible old Commanders team that we talked about at the beginning of the season. And he has this wonderful game again, and it's this breakthrough success. Shedeur Sanders puts up 390 plus yards and 4 touchdowns against the Tennessee Titans. And well, it was only against the Tennessee Titans. If you want to be like an accurate, intelligent football fan, do not be like 59 ways to groove. Because this is the epitome of the stupid, moronic Giant fan that we always talk about, that doesn't know anything about the sports and would rather cheer for the downfall of someone else to pimp up or bring up the success of someone that I don't think that's that good in Jaxson Dart. Sorry. If you cannot keep your ass out of the fucking medical tent every single game you're being evaluated for a concussion, if you cannot figure out how to get Mendoza, you might not have to figure it out because you might have the first overall pick, and you stay with this guy, you're going to get what you deserve. And once again, the New York Football Giants, in their infinite wisdom and inability to do anything or sustain anything or look good for any period of time, will point out every single error or mistake or drop like no other football team in the history of the NFL has drops. We're not going to talk about the 19 points they gave up in the second quarter because that would just be fucking crazy. We're not going to talk about how this team does not look equipped for any sustainable success. We're not going to talk about how the fact that we sell out with these fucking run blitzes and teams just run for, I don't know, 146 yards on 37 carries from a rookie and Marcus Mariota and Jeremy Nichols, who only did have 6 yards on 9 carries. So I guess they did. They held Jeremy Nichols. You still don't know how to cover anybody. You still can't. You lost to fucking Marcus Mariota. That was almost as going to be as bad as when Phillip Rivers literally came off the couch and almost beat the Seattle Seahawks. I just spilled coffee. It's idiocy at its finest. But we're going to point out all these wonderful. Theo Johnson had another 3 catches for 72 yards. But I was already told that this is the worst, oldest team ever in the Washington Commanders that we lost to twice. And I just want to slow down a Theo Johnson train. You would think this guy's got 700, 800, 900 yards and 10 touchdowns. He's got 45 receptions for 528 yards. Am I the only one that sees this? Am I the only one? Once again, the Giants' inability to stop the run, Giants' inability to get off the third down, big plays. Another fumble by Jaxson Dart, another interception by Jaxson Dart. But don't worry, Jaxson Dart started 4 for 10. Finishes with 246 yards on 36 attempts for 6.8 yards a reception. And I love it. He's only sacked one. Can someone explain this to me? I was talking to James Williams about this. Can someone fucking explain this one to me? In the 80s, the African-American quarterback was known to be, not intelligent enough to run an NFL offense because all they would do was run around and scramble and try to create by their ability to run around and scramble. Flash forward to 2025. Jaxson Dart does the same thing, and he's a fucking savant. Can someone explain that one to me? Big Dom. Big bad Dom. Domination. Giants lose. Jerk checked for a concussion. Well, get my copy and paste ready for next week. I don't know if we beat the Raiders. I don't know if we beat the Raiders. I really don't. I don't know if the Giants beat the Raiders at all. And I let people like, well, I don't want to tune in for your negativity. Okay, well, do something well, like win. And then maybe we'll have something good to talk about. Because I am not one of these guys that sits there and takes the moral fucking victory. Well, you got Abdul Carter, man. He had his coming out game against a backup offensive line. And he had his 3 tackles for losses and 1 sacked in the first half. And only had 1 quarterback hit, though, which was happening to him. So we're not even going to get into that. And people will say, well, Derek Mosa had 11 tackles. Yeah, only had 5 solo, and most of the tackles he made were well within the second level. Do we want to talk about that? Can we talk about that? No, we're not allowed to. Because we have to sit there and think that this is the best fucking 2-12 team it's not most, I should pay with a broad brush, that a lot of Giant fans have ever seen. No, this is not 3-12-1 from 83, which literally had a playoff defense. This is the same team from last year that won 3 fucking games. You lost to Marcus Mariota. Literally, you lost to Marcus Mariota. What else are you supposed to say to that? Your star quarterback goes back into his new house because you lost to Marcus Mariota. He might as well just sign a fucking sublease because he's always there. He winters in the blue tent. Most people winter like in Rio or Miami. No, Jaxson Dart winters in the blue tent. No, he can't throw in the pocket. Thank you. He can't. He literally isn't. He cannot throw in the pocket. And I'm going to break the news to people. It's not difficult to figure out how to defend a quarterback that can't throw in the pocket. Tim, what are your thoughts on Ty Simpson and Dante Moore? Who do you like more? That's a tough question. That is a tough question. I keep thinking about the Oregon quarterback. I keep thinking about the Bo Nix. And the Bo Nix is just, he's played better than my expectations coming out of that system. And Dante Moore coming out of that system is it makes me cringe a little bit, but I kind of think that Mendoza, Simpson, and Moore could potentially go that way in the first 5 to 6 picks. I think 3 quarterbacks are going to be taken within those picks. I like Moore's escapability. I like Moore's ability. I know Mel Kiper has him actually rated his number 1. I believe he has his. What does he? Does he have it? Yeah, it remains his number 1 overall prospect in 2026. I like Moore over Simpson. I like Fernando Mendoza over Moore and Simpson. But it's kind of like the Caleb Williams, Drake May, JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix draft. I don't think you can go wrong with any of the 3 right now, especially if you are a team in need of a quarterback. And I think that's the way you got to look at it. And I hope, like I said, there are going to be 3 teams, I think, in this draft in 2026 coming up that are going to be very happy within the top 10. Let me get to everyone from the top. I should have went up to the top and went first. Let's see here. It makes me it makes me sick. So right to like. Yeah, I like a new quarterback, Tim, and I can get fries with that shit. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Dart has had Mendoza, Manning. We already got to this moron. This is Ryan's from Ryan's Big Blue Podcast. Sanders looked way worse than Dart did against the Bears. Yes, Sanders played a Bears team that potentially has a defense and now an offense to go to the Super Bowl. We played a 3-win Commanders team. So, and if we know anything about Cleveland, there's no offensive line. There's no running game. Oh, dear Lord, there's no running game in Cleveland. The 2 biggest runs came from Sanders. There's no talent on that offense. The defense is stacked. It's one of those Kevin Stefanski. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I think I want his job now. I think I'm coming out of retirement just to go. I'm going to be the head coach at Cleveland. Steve Wilkes is back on the market. I would take Steve Wilkes. I would take him. I would take Steve Wilkes as my defensive coordinator in a heartbeat. Because Steve Wilkes, if you're going to keep your core nucleus of defensive players, if you're going to keep Paulson Adebo, if you're going to keep Holland, if you're going to keep Phillips, if you're going to keep Cordell Flott, if you're going to keep Banks, Steve Wilkes makes a hell of a lot more sense than what the fuck we're doing now. Because Lord knows what the fuck we're doing now. Fire Joe Shane. How Joe Shane has a job? I don't know. I went like this. He went. I don't even know why. Because Joe Shane, this is why, because this is what I was looking for. Joe Shane to me is sitting in his office, right? We actually have a clip of Joe Shane sitting in his office after this 29-21 loss to the Washington Commanders.
Let's see what we can fuck with next.
12 games too late, but Carter's now is great again. Yeah, he's great again. He's fucking phenomenal again. But I loved it because Giant fans told me since preseason that the Washington Commanders do not have enough talent and they're old. But we lose to them twice. Abdul Carter has a good game, and all of a sudden, he's a god again. Oh. Number 1 pick, here we come. And we're going to screw it up. Listen, we're going to get the number 1 overall pick. Book it. Book it now. That's how bad we are. And I have been telling everyone this over and over again. We are getting the number 1 pick. How do I know we're getting the number 1 pick? Well, I'm glad you asked. Very simple. Because this is the Giants way. We trade up in a quarterback draft last year, or this year, we want to say, that was not a good draft. Not a good draft for quarterbacks outside the number 1 overall pick. And we traded up to get a quarterback. And I kept telling people it would have been smarter to get a quarterback in 2026 because there's at least 4 guys coming out. Now it looks like there's only 3 guys because I think Sellers is going to stay in South Carolina. And I was like, you know what's going to happen? We're going to jump up to get a guy that we didn't need to take in the first round. We could have grabbed in the second round. And what we're going to do is next year, we're probably going to get the first overall pick. I like to go to the mighty FanDuel.com, number 1 sports book in America. Bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Also, go to play those casino games. I do enjoy that huff and puff. Also, the FanDuel TV, the FanDuel Racing. Everything you need. Sports books, casino games, fantasy, racing, research, everything that you want to do. Let's go to Sportsbook right now, and let's check what the Giants are odds-wise against. Oh, that's right. We're playing the Minnesota Vikings at home. I won't be there. I didn't go this Sunday. I'm not going next Sunday. I went to see the Globetrotters yesterday, which I was kind of shocked that the Globetrotters won. But we're never shocked when the Globetrotters lose. Giants are 2.5-point home dogs to those vaunted Minnesota Vikings. Oh my God. I laugh. I want to tell you the state. I want everyone to know the state of the affairs of the New York Football Giants. And I thought it was funny that I sold my tickets or I tried to sell my tickets on the secondary market for this game and I actually was able to sell. I was able to sell the tickets, which was great, but I tried to sell the parking pass because I was like, well, let me sell my parking pass, even if I don't get anything for the parking pass, and I'm going to send it to myself here because I no one's gonna, and I had to send it to people. We're gonna airdrop it because nobody was gonna believe me the price that I tried to sell my parking pass for. Now, this is a parking pass to watch the New York Football fucking Giants play at home against the Washington Commanders. And I went on to the secondary market. It wasn't even the secondary market. I went on to the what is it called? The NFL ticket exchange website, because usually that's the best way, to sell your tickets. So I went up there, a prestigious award, and of course he won.
Stupid giant Twitter post.
Oh, this goes to Bad Dog Sports when he wrote, Eagle fans is the only fan base that I know that will celebrate a quarterback for throwing 175 yards against the worst team in the league. They ran it 47 times because they want the ball and they don't want the ball in the QB hands. You got to love Eagles fans. They're a special bunch. Wasn't Bad Dog the one forever that wasn't Bad Dog the one forever that said that Daniel Jones, every time Daniel Jones had a good game, it was the greatest game in the fucking world? And he would be like 11 for 17 for 120 yards and a touchdown. And we would have to hear how it was such a fucking amazing game. Does he forget these things? And then I'm the one that's old, but is he going senile? Off to play football. Couldn't be worse than the Giants. Oh yeah. It's 8:00 your time. You're playing football at night. Mendoza time. Will this game get Joe fired? Also hates him. Hey, we're Douglas. I don't know if this game will get Joe. I don't know if this game will get Joe fired. I don't know. You hope it will. You hope it'll get it. You hope it'll get him shit canned. But will it in the long run? No, because he still has a job. Ryan's big. The league is getting out of hand now with Dart stuff. He went to the tent for no reason yesterday, just because the refs are being cautious. No, he took a good shot. And the refs don't send you to the tent, my friend. She's calling him my love. I call my wife my love. Ryan, the refs don't send you to the tent. There's a medical staff in the booth upstairs that if they feel that you are concussed, they call down to the referees, and the referees take you to the tent. The referees don't send you to the tent. It's the gentleman upstairs in the booth that does. So evidently there was enough evidence for them to go in the tent. I'm not saying that's overly cautious, Ryan. Sorry, brother. Giants lose. Dart's checked for concussion. We'll get my copy and paste ready. Bet Johnson is amazing. He ran around without his top on the snow. What a guy. Oh my God. I saw that people were creaming themselves.
That's what she said.
Because of the fact that he was running around with no top on. Now listen, he played in Happy Valley. You get more snow in Happy Valley than you do here in the tri-state area. But he played in Happy Valley. So, and I was thinking to myself, and I always thought this, even thought this as a player, because I played in some cold weather. You're a fucking idiot. There's a thing called hypothermia. And also, you should not cool down your body so much and then reheat it so quickly. It's not good for you. Rivers is literally the grandfather, plausibly wins more games than Dart and Sanders. Yeah. Well, no, I doubt it. I doubt he's going to win a game. Philip Rivers looked like a grandfather. Philip Rivers looked like if I went out and decided to play football. Literally. I love his press conference when they asked him, well, they said, Philip, how much do you weigh? He goes, I don't know. That was the best response. Skyline says, hey, everyone, one step closer to Shane getting fired, right? This guy is a moron. Well, hopefully you're talking about me. Because I'm literally about to go off on you, because the greatest thing in the world. Oh, Trent, the greatest thing in the world about not caring about your YouTube channel anymore, not caring about anyone. Oh, we might have a new sponsor come on. Is the fact that I get to say what I want to say. And if you are talking about me, Gene, I'm going to let you know right now, you are a fucking moron, douchebag, asshole. That's part of the fucking problem with the New York Giant fan base, because you're too goddamn stupid to have your own thought and opinion. And if you did, you would probably have to look down and make sure you scratched your pussy to make sure you found it okay. Because you're a dickless asshole. How does that sound? So fuck off.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Suck my dick and goodbye. Okay, where are we at now? I think Dart pulled out because of the league watched the Giants put him back in the game after game. No, there is a doctor. There is a doctor in the booth upstairs. All right, maybe there's a team of doctors. I don't know. Maybe there's more than one. I don't know. And they watch the whole game. So if they see a play that, in their opinion, has the potential to cause a concussion, or if a player does not look right, they call down to the refs, and the refs take that player and pull him out of the game. It has nothing to do with being overcautious. It has to do with these are the league rules. Arsenal says, but if we beat the Raiders, we're winning the Super Bowl, right? Of course, Dom, you know this. Of course we are. Skyline says the NFL let quarterbacks drop exponentially over the past 15 years. The Giants have let the quarterback play drop further in the last 6. It's so bad that I sit there and I miss Danny Cannell. I miss Danny Cannell. Can we get Danny Cannell back? Danny Cannell at least won some games. No, I already gave you my thought on Dart. No, he can't throw from the pocket. Mr. Esquire, hey, Tim, I just wanted to give Dart the benefit of the doubt. He was a forced draft pick from Dable. Next GM needs to blow it up and get Mendoza if we have the number 1 overall pick. I love that people are bashing Mendoza because his Heisman speech and how he literally just talked about how he was a nobody. He was a no-star guy, and he wanted to quit football in the 4th grade. But of course, when you talk about religion and God and everything else, some people turn out. But he is a guy that literally was a no-star guy that nobody wanted, went to Cal, graduated early, has his degree, and then went to a program that is not known for winning football games at all. Really not known for winning basketball games after Bobby Knight left. And I always laugh because we talked about this. Colorado lost Shedeur Sanders, and Colorado fell apart the next season. Ole Miss lost Jaxson Dart, and they're in the playoffs. Indiana loses Mendoza. That's it. Indiana's not going anywhere. The head coach never forces a GM to pick anyone. I don't know. We watched a defensive coordinator in the likes of Wink Martindale basically force Joe Shane to draft Deontay Banks. You could tell by the way he was hugging him. Slayton got Dart, Wando, and Bellinger killed in the first half. He did. He kept throwing them into contact. But if you are Darius Slayton, you got to catch that ball. You got to catch that ball in the end zone. That's you're being paid $36 million over 3 years to be my starting wide receiver. You need to catch the ball, plain and simple. Just saying. No, I mean when Dart played the Bears, and what was the outcome of that game? I forget. When Dart played the Bears, how did that game end? Just curious, Brian. I'm just curious. What was the end of that? What was the end of that game? And of course we're gonna blame it all on the defensive coaching staff giving up 14 points. But if you don't hold, there's a great way. I learned this a long time ago in football. There's a great way to prevent another team from scoring. You keep your offense on the field. And then the other team's offense can't play. So if you can't have a quarterback that sustains any drives, Todd Taylor says Cleveland actually has defense rookie of the year on their team. Cleveland does. That kid, that linebacker. Yeah, I agree. Who's actually been good all season long. What's his name? Carson Schlesinger. Whatever his name is. Carson. I just know his name is Carson. I wish I knew the rest of his name. But we're just going to call him Carson. Singer. That's all I know. I don't remember his name. But yeah. He's got like you know what kills me? Abdul Carter. I don't know how many tackles does Abdul Carter have? Because the kid in Cleveland has got like 130 tackles. And I think maybe a sack or sack and a half. And I think 2 interceptions. I think 1 for a touchdown. But somehow he's not better. Abdul Carter's better than he is. Tim, did you use two in the NFL? Did you use two in the NFL or is it top secret? Did you use 2 foot? What? Oh, I already told people I used to do in the NFL. It's not top secret. I was in control of the digital XOS system. And what the XOS system is it a system that it was back? Yeah, I remember this back in the early 2000s. It was the replay system. It was actually the time then it was bleeding edge because it uses the internet. You got to remember, this is the early 2000s. It was a system that was designed to record practices and scrimmages and everything else, and in real time watch it back anywhere in the building using the internet and using a server and storing that information. So I was actually in charge of the digital XOS system in reference to maintaining it and then running it during meetings and other types of scenarios. Talked about that many times. It was bleeding edge technology at the time. I mean, it was great technology at the time because literally, like I said, back then, you got to remember this is 2004, 2003, 2004. You could literally record something, put it up on the server, and then using the internet, you could watch it anywhere. Now it's nothing. Back then it was like banging 2 rocks together and making fire. That's why John Gruden used to get pissed at me all the time because it didn't work a lot. In its infancy, it did not work a lot. So there's always someone to blame. There's always someone to blame when it doesn't work. And if the internet was ever spotty, the fucking thing, you could never pull the video off the server. It just didn't fucking work. Dart helps. What happened there? Let's see here. Dart had a better game against the Bears and Sanders. I don't like comparing them, but I'm just going off convo last week comparing the two. Nobody's comparing the two, Ryan. You know what, Ryan? Bring back your fucking co-host. I've changed my mind. You can't do a show alone. Nobody's comparing the two. And if the conversation was last week that everyone else is comparing these things and no one's ever comparing anything evenly. What's up, Blackbird? What's up, Tim? The Bears could make the NFC Championship game. It's gonna be more interesting now that the Packers lost. Let's see. Dart might as well move into the tent full time, save some time on commuting. Yeah, that would be easier. Don't forget that there's 78 people still watching on the one channel. Please hit the like button because if you don't, we do have 25 likes. Okay. Mara's still okay. I guess he is. I don't know. He doesn't call. Let's see here. Oh, people are texting me. Evidently, I'm supposed to apologize, for being so mean to Gene. Gene, I'm sorry you're a little turd who doesn't know fucking football and needs to just fuck off. I'm sorry. All right, what's up, T? Someone said Carter would get his first sack yesterday. Now it's time for LT to let him have his number. You were that person. I also said Jaxson Dart would be evaluated for a concussion yesterday too. Blackbird says, how many 300-yard games does Dart have compared to Sanders? Oh, 0. How many 4 touchdown games do they both have? Mara still has patience somehow, beginning to think he just doesn't care. Yeah, I don't think Mara doesn't care. I think that's I don't think that's right. I don't think you could say Mara doesn't care, because I do think Mara cares. I think Mara cares about his team. I think Mara cares about this organization. I think all that. But at this point in time, I think James told me there's 3 games left in the season. I was like, oh dear Lord, there are. We have Minnesota, the Raiders, and the Cowboys. But there's 3 games left. Big Tratton says, hey, Tim, my Birds bounced back against the lowly Raiders. Yeah, they did. Thank God. I still think 9 wins takes the division, but okay. I'm still saying 9 wins, Blackbird. Trenton, as Scotland says, as long as the Raiders don't run the ball at any point, we have a chance. You know, Austin Jennings is going to have like 197,000 yards against the Giants. You know this, Skylar. Blackbird says we've been swept by the Commanders 2 years in a row now. Thank you. Can somebody please remember that? Am I the only one that knows that? Because I said the same thing today. We got swept how many times now? How many times have we been swept by the Commanders? Does anyone want to Bueller? Does anyone want to talk about that? Does anyone want to talk about that we are 0-8 away? Can we talk about our divisional record? Does anyone want to talk about the divisional record outside the one win against the Eagles? We have 1 divisional win. I may go to the Commanders game versus the Eagles on Saturday. Well, I'm assuming they're playing in Washington then. Black Dart has 5 concussions. Concussions checks in 1. You're right. King Supreme says, I like Dart, but I'm not high on him as others. I think at best he's a fringe top 10. I don't even think he's a fringe top 10. I don't want to break the news to people, and I don't fucking care because I'm not going to be here next year, so I can say where the hell I want. Dart's not your guy. This is the same face that said for 6 years and never wavered that Daniel Jones is not your quarterback. Said it after his rookie season. Said it after the playoffs. That Jaxson Dart is not your quarterback. He does not play within a system. His biggest plays are non-designed on the move outside of the pocket. He is not a pocket passer. He does not have accuracy on his deep throw. He threw your running back into a ankle injury. It's not the hip drop tackle. And he threw your star wide receiver into an ACL tear because he doesn't know how to throw the ball beyond 15 yards. Running around with moxie is going to be fun your rookie season. Next year, it's going to be fucking tiring. Book it. 3:35, December 15th. Book it. He's not your guy. Sorry. He will be out of the league or a backup within 3 years. Come find me afterwards. OG Knockout says, Tim is 88% right about this team since I've been watching. Hey, Tim, what's up, OG? Tim, bro, you're wrong. Hey, Tim, bro, you were wrong so far about Bo Nix. I told you. I know I was 100% wrong about Bo Nix. 100%. I thought Bo Nix is a system guy. I mean, but here's the thing. You know, it's funny. And I laugh because Chris Sims said this. And he mentioned it before that, yeah, Bo Nix is a system guy. And every quarterback is basically a system guy. And right now, Bo Nix fits the shit out of Sean Payton's system. He's not the Drew Brees, but he fits the shit out of that system in Denver. 100%. 1,000% he does. I was wrong. I admit that wholeheartedly. James says the only type of passes Darts can throw is the hospital ball. Just ask Neighbors or Scattaboo and the 2 others, the other players. You're right. I don't care what Sanders or any other quarterback is doing. The quarterback on my team is giving me Daniel Jones with a pinch of Carson Wentz vibes. Ooh. I always watch until the first raspberry is blown then I'm out. Okay. Then goodbye. Johnny Rico says, didn't Sanders implode yesterday? And Sanders did not implode yesterday. He just went up against a really good Bears defense, and there's no offensive talent or offensive line in Cleveland. None whatsoever. Oh my God, I watched that game. That poor kid was running for his fucking life. But you know what I will give Sanders 100% credit on? He stands in that fucking pocket. He knows he's going to take a beating. He stands in that fucking pocket. It's kind of delirious that he is not dead. Someone has not buried him and put a little bouquet of flowers on the field. Dart has had 5 concussion checks in 10 games. It's quite alarming how many people think Dart is a good quarterback. Timmy, what's up, Asming? Offered to pay people to take it. I could do that. But no, I don't want to do it. I should have. Overpriced at 0. I thought it was overpriced at 0 too. Carter actually had a good game. I'm shocked. I give him credit for that as well. But like I said, people talk about, this is the idiocy of a segment of Giant fans. People talk about the fact that Shedeur Sanders had a good game. It was only against Tennessee. Abdul Carter has a good game against an old, tired defense that's no good, that we heard Giant fans say, in Washington, which we're now 0-2 and 0-4 in the last 2 years against, and it's a coming out party. Jabari Bruce says, Mr. Bruce, what's up, brother? When Jaxson Dart missed those down and field plays, I immediately thought of you and your take on his throwing ability. It's so easy to see. We brought up the charts ad nauseum. I have new charts. Wait, let's go. I mean, this is the scariest shit with Jaxson Dart. Anything between -2 and 10, actually 9, he's fine. You go outside the 10, and he's 1 for 6. It's fucking crazy, and all of his games are like this. It's not just me. This is just what his games are. Oh, I love it. I love banning people. Dago said, it's pretty pitiful being a Giant fan, but I just can't stop being in an abusive relationship one day of that. Broadway says he was. The Eagles won, though. No, the Eagles won, though. That's all that matters. You can only play the teams. I've always said it a million times. You can only play the teams that are on your schedule. Trent said Hurts would be better than any quarterback in Giants history not named Eli Manning. No, I would take Phil Simms, Eli Manning, Charlie Conley, and Y.A. Tittle over Jalen Hurts. But I understand your point. I get your point. I get it. Ask me said, so basically a 500-year-old, no, he's 497. Rivers is just as good as DJ. That's what I'm saying. I love the fact that DJ is having this career renaissance. He's becoming this player that we have never seen before. He's winning all these games. And then literally a 797-year-old Philip Rivers, who looks like he weighs 300. He looks like a thinner version of Jarrett Lorenzen, comes in and almost beats the Seattle Seahawks. What does that tell you about Daniel Jones? Tim, Dart will be a good playoff quarterback. Well, yeah, you just got to get to the playoffs. That'll work. Playoffs. If it doesn't get nearly as cold in MetLife as it does in upstate New York, and no, it doesn't. But don't worry, it doesn't snow in central Pennsylvania, and there's no farmland. Oh my God. I'm not even thinking you, Todd. I'm making fun of the idiot that told me there was no farmland in Pennsylvania, that I didn't live in the middle of farmland. Petro, how you doing, brother? I'm doing good. Hirsch for real. What's up, Hirsch? Ask me says, preach, Timmy. I do preach. Tell us how you really feel. And I know that was to Jean. I couldn't tell you how I really feel because that would probably get me banned from YouTube. Petro says, I told my brother before the game I'm worried about Dart and fans. He needs to stop anointing him the Messiah after a few good games. Daniels and Stroud had better rookie years and have struggled since. This is why you're smart, Petro. You nailed it. It's like I kept telling people after Daniel Jones's rookie season that I still like playing with my ring. I still like playing with the ring every once in a while. You nailed it. You're right. I was telling someone here, I was playing with the Giant. I was playing with the Giant Super Bowl ring. Hold on. I got to get the dust off it first. There you go. Danny, Dave, Kent, not really worse than the quarterback we've ever had. Eli and those guys just weren't great. No, they weren't. Pedro says fans need to not be surprised if a new GM and head coach don't like Dart and want some to move on before the end of his rookie contract. Here's my thing, though. And this has always been my thing. This was the thing with the Daniel Jones and Brian Dable hire. They're going to find the question is going to be, can you make an NFL quarterback out of Jaxson Dart? That's going to be the question. That was the same question. I kept warning people over and over again. The only coach that's going to take this job is going to be the coach that is going to be someone that they think can be an NFL quarterback and can make Jaxson Dart an NFL quarterback. Same with Daniel Jones. And that limits your scope of people that you can hire. And then you're going to have to do it with the lame duck general manager. No, Blackbird. I think a lot of people forgot what Darius Slayton is. Giant fans were so hyped over the signing of Darius Slayton for 3 years, $36 million. And I kept telling people, this is the same guy that drops everything. And you are literally going to make him you're going to pay him like he's your number 2 wide receiver. And I go back to like the Tampa drop, the drops in Philly. And I keep trying to remind people, he drops everything. Nice player, good Giant, but hands of stone. Slayton and Johnson have stone. There you go. Have stone hands. So many trips to the tent. Yeah, it's not fun anymore. The new line is going to be, but Tim, what about Abdul Carter? There's no way. Here's my problem right now with Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, and Brian Burns. You're going to have the same problems next year. None of them are all of a sudden. Brian Burns is what he is. Kayvon Thibodeau going into year 5 is what he is. Guys that can, and more in reference to Brian Burns, guys that can rush the quarterback, but can't set the edge and can't stop the run. And that's Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, and Kayvon Thibodeau. And when they all come back next year, everyone's going to be shocked that we can't set the edge or stop the run again. Abdul did good. I'll give him props, but I hope he comes back next game. Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn. Kayvon Thibodeau has had a better rookie season than Brian Burns. than Abdul Carter. And again, like I said, you know, according to Giant fans, you have to negate the 394 yards and 4 touchdowns Shedeur Sanders had because it was against Tennessee Titans. So at that point in time, we have to negate the game Abdul Carter had because at that time it was against a 2-win Washington Commanders team. Tim was the only one with the password. No, I wish I was the only one with the fucking password back then. Hey, Tim, do you honestly believe Joe Shane will get fired this season if the hire comes out and hasn't happened yet? In your opinion, listen, if it hasn't happened yet, it's not happening. You cannot have a guy start compiling a list for head coaches. Then you can't fire him in the off season, because how dysfunctional are you going to look if you do this? Just asking for a friend. How dysfunctional are you going to look? You're going to look dysfunctional. What's up? Big T says, just think of the money we paid Darius that we could have had Saquon Barkley. If Rivers can come back, can still do it, bring back Eli. Listen. Why not? Why not? Oh, there's the first raspberry. I get it now. He was being a fuckhead. I get it. I'm going to ban him. You guys are going to miss me when I'm gone. Not to be a buzzkill, but the same people who evaluated and hired both Dave Gillum and Joe Shame are about to pick the next GM. Not to be a buzzkill, Phil, but Joe Shane and Brian Dable won with a Dave Gettleman team. And then as soon as the Dave Gettleman players started falling off, so did our play. How many trips to the blue tent, Tim? God, I want Mendoza. I want Joe Shane gone. A lot of trips to the blue tent. At one point, he was 4 for 10. 4 for 16, 71 yards, 0 touchdowns. Some were Dart stats at the end of the first half. He started 4 for 10. But that's all right. But I hear you. I'm with you, Blackbird. I get what you're saying. What exactly did KT do to his shoulder? Dude has been out for a month. He heard it wiping his ass. Because his shit stinks that much. Hello, Slayton's horrible game 3 drops. The one drop where he ran in a route something, but then Dart threw it to Slayton and he drifts back or something, and he dropped it. Still, Slayton has bad hands and terrible. I literally wish, like I said, I kept telling people. When we talked about the Darius Slayton sign, I kept telling people over and over again, this is the same guy for 5 years who drops everything. Literally, he drops everything. It's like, hey, Darius, I'm throwing a bottle of water. Almost had that one. He drops everything, and they're like, well, I'm glad we brought him back. Even Parsons had a better day than Joe Sham, yes, with an ACL tear. 1-3, soon to be 1-4. Correct? You are correct. The Blackbird says the Washington Commanders Eagle game is in Washington. I assume that because I know you're towards that area. A Slider says, Tim, how about them javelin deep ball throws? Holy shit, Tim. I wish I could read you all my text messages from the game yesterday, because I got anytime Jaxson Dart throws a deep pass, I just hear my phone going bubbling. Bubbling, 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 bubbling. As everyone go javelin. Let's see. Raiders will screw up our chances of getting the first over. Oh, no. I'm going to keep telling you people this. Excuse me. The Giants are destined to get the first overall pick. This is our destiny. This is our destiny. It is. Because of the fact that we traded up to get a guy that's not the guy. And we're going to get the first overall pick. The Giants have only had the first overall pick twice. And I believe it was 1951. We took, what's his name? We took Kyle. I can't remember, Kyle Roeder. And then we took, and I'll never forget my father talking about Tucker Fredrickson, which we took in 1965. So this year is going to be 2026. And we are going to get the first overall pick because of the fact that everything we did in last year's draft that didn't make sense. We took one player who I considered to be, outside of Travis Henry, the player that most had the opportunity to be busts, and you trade up for a guy you could have gotten the second round, and knowing that you're probably going to get the first overall pick next year. So we're destined to it. Michael says, Tim, the Giants don't have a system. How could Dart succeed? You're not wrong, actually. Dart also has no freaking discipline. That is a problem. Tim, please don't go. Why? Who will I watch when everyone else is an idiot? I don't know, man. I really wish I could tell you. So many people are telling me, don't go. Shane, don't go. Shane has to go. I'm not like Shane riding off in the sunset on the sloped over on a horse. I'm going to die. I'm just quitting. Because I can't. I was talking to James Williams today. I was like, man, I don't know if I can make it to February. And I will come back for a draft show. I'm going to come back for the draft show. I am going to come back for that. But I don't know if I can make it to February. Jared says, you can't say Dart hasn't shown more potential than Jones's rookie season, but being reckless at times is concerning. Dart has not shown more ability than Jones's rookie season. No, he hasn't. 1000%. Dart has not shown more ability than Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones at times was an aberration because of the fact that they basically cut the field in half for him. And sure, I've talked about it a million times before. Sherman was a fucking genius. Jones threw for over 3,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. And Jones had multiple touchdown games. No, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, while he was only 3-9, Jones had a better rookie. Jones is exponentially had a better rookie season as a passer than I've ever seen with Jaxson Dart. Bo Nix was efficient yesterday, very much efficient. As he says, I like Dart. Kid is a winner. What did he win in college? He had to leave USC because he couldn't beat out Caleb Williams. Went to Ole Miss, and I forget how many championships did he win at Ole Miss. Just asking for a friend, I'm not picking on you to ask me. I'm not picking on you, but I'm just asking how is that being a winner? What kind of hardware does he have from Ole Miss? I like Dart. He's a winner, but he ain't going to survive long-term in the NFL. Lol, he's reckless, but being reckless is his strength. Bad combo in the NFL. You're 100% right. James says, we, the Giants, must face the hard truth that Dart is not in time of the new draft of the guy. We need Mendoza. End of story. Slider says, knock, knock. Who's there? Blue 10. Blue 10 who? Blue 10 for Dart. Well, that's who. I kind of did like that one. That was pretty funny. Where do we go, my lovely? I don't know. Don't keep me waiting. Trying to see. Okay, there we go. All right, sorry. Sanders just had a bad game. That is it. It happens. He did, 100%. He had a terrible game. It also doesn't help that the coaching staff gave you the wrong wristband for the entire first quarter. I didn't get that one. That's Kevin Stepanski. That's a new one. He didn't have the right wristband. No wonder, is like I told James. He's literally Sanders is like he's listening to the play. He goes, okay, Shador, we're gonna run trip right 72 split on Y on 2. And Shador's looking at him like, I don't have that play. Slider says Tim Dart needs to learn how to step into his throw more and form is strange. An elongated throw, hard to describe. He throws he doesn't throw like Tommy DeVito, who had this elongated pitcher's motion, which cracks me up to this day because Zach Attack always brings it up. That I said this during one of the streams, and then during the Saints games, that one of the announcers goes, he's got this elongated pitcher's type motion. Dart's problem is he has to torque up so much to go deep. There's no, and he looks like a guy trying to throw a fucking javelin. And then you get no accuracy when you have to try to put so much torque, not even velocity, because torque and velocity are two different things, but you got to put so much torque on the ball. You don't know where it's going to go. I always love it because I always think of Crash Davis and Nuke LaLoosh when Crash tells Nuke to hit the mascot after Crash was, after Nuke's throwing pinpoint accuracy, and he was only doing it to get in the head of the batter, and he literally tells the batter, honestly, I don't know where it's going to go. And he's like, I swear to God. That's what Jaxson Dart's deep ball reminds me of. Honestly, I don't know where it's going to go. I swear to God. Dart throws it like a javelin. This is a wonder. This is a wonderful pitch. I took a picture. Slayton drop and everything doesn't help either. Of course not. But you got to remember, ask me, people drop balls all the time. This is the amazing thing about Giant fans. We are the only team in the league that has bad drops. Out of the other 31 teams, we are the only team in the league that has bad drops. It is utterly amazing. But Tim, he's throwing to both sides of the field now. Finally progressed. That's how progression works, right? That's over. Yes, but the problem is when you're only throwing it -2 to 8 yards, that's still not progressing. Yeah. That was a great throw to Slayton. Dude drops. He does. And I kept trying to tell people, how many times did I tell you guys? when he signed that 3 years, 36. No, he's the same guy that drops everything. And I love it because people are like, well, he's going to, I'm like, no. I said Slate would be a 3 or a 4 on a good team. Dart is DJ 2.0. He is a weak quarterback, plain and simple. Phil Sims, Eli Manning, Charlie Conley, and Y.A. Tittle. All over Jalen Hurts. Playoffs can be, you can visit the Blue Tent every freaking game. I think there's a television in the Blue Tent. I am literally thinking there's a television and a heater and maybe some snacks in the Blue Tent. That's what I think he's going in there. You know what? Maybe they moved it. Oh, yeah. It's time to drop down the Poppycockers. The number one place to get your poppycock within the Blue Tent. If you're looking to get your poppycock, go Joe with Jaxson Dart to the Blue Tent at Poppycockers. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe there is a Poppycockers location in the Blue Tent. We need to ask Dom about that. I can't believe stupid Giants allowed Denver to steal little Jordan Humphreys from the practice squad. He had one great game yesterday. I still love Vrabel with we took him out the practice squad because he wasn't good enough to be on the Giants. Slider says, guys, get Dart as the GOAT of concussions. The Blue Tent visits. Todd says, anyone see Stills is down in Atlanta, seemingly being Cousins' favorite target. I have seen that actually. The dangerous David Sills in Atlanta. David Sills, who is now like 47 years old, is having his career renaissance, and I can't even say it. He's got 14 receptions for 143 yards. I know we're going a little crazy on that because he had 6 receptions for 78 yards in that win against Tampa, but the other games he had 2 receptions for 15, 2 for 16, 1 for 11. I had those stats brought up because I said I had a feeling someone was going to bring that up. Mendoza! Dart is better than Sanders. If the Giants have a defense, we'd be close to 500. Oh. I'm harnessing my chi at the moment, Michael. I'm harnessing my chi. A lot of the problems the Giant defense has in regards to giving up points, and I'm going to harness my chi here for you a minute, is because of the fact that when your offense doesn't stay on the field in the fourth quarter and you continuously go 3 and out and give until the last 3 minutes when the game's at hand and continuously give the other opponent an opportunity to score because you don't hold on the ball more than the 3 and out, that's not good. Jaxson Dart plays well the first series, and then he plays well in garbage time. The signing was one of Shane's worst. Oh, I agree. Omega Supreme says, I kept saying 2030 will be our year. I think 2035. Sliders says, Tim, did you look up the G Skins video title when the white quarterbacks run? No, I did not. No, I didn't. Was I supposed to look up that? Sills was one of my favorite receivers. Guy just gets it done and catches passes. David Sills has 143 yards on 14 receptions for his career. No, I'm sorry. He's got 20 in 4 years. He's got 27 receptions for 266 yards. That's getting it done. Let's see here. Dexter Lawrence is a problem. They need to trade him. I don't know. I did a video 9 months ago that says you got to trade Dexter Lawrence because everything that I said that would happen at this point in the season right now has already happened. So it's time. And I've said this repeatedly over and over again. Is Dexter Lawrence a good player on a bad team? And what would he be on another team? I sincerely hope we don't pay Robinson 7 catches for 60 yards. I'm going to talk. I talked about this and it's probably changed now, but if you take a look at Wan'Dale Robinson, and this is what kind of disgusts me about Giant fans, because you don't really look at the whole thing. I mean, he's got 800 yards. Okay. He's got 800 yards. 300 of those yards came in 2 games. 300. The other 500 came in the other 10? So 302, 510. That is not a good percentage. I just want to bring that up. Same problem, off tackle, left off tackle, right, then up the middle. No way, Tim. No, I know I can't call that. A trash can gets a steak sometimes. Blind squirrel finds an acorn at times too. All right, but I get what you're saying. As we said, if Mara does bring Shane back, what do you think they'll say to explain his decision? Simple. If this is truly going to happen, Joe Shane will get a 1-year extension. You ask me why, Tim? Why, Tim? Because it's bad enough you're bringing back a failed general manager, but it's worse to bring back with a head coach to bring back a failed general manager who was a lame duck. Because if I'm the head coach, I am then concerned that the next general manager that comes in may not want me as their head coach. This is why the Giants are so fucking backwards. I would draft Mendoza. Dart is not an NFL quarterback. Well, Zach Attack, you are an intelligent man. We all know that. Todd Taylor says, do you think we look functional now? No, you're right. Blackbird says, unfortunately, Joe will stay. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I really don't know anymore. I don't get it anymore. I don't care anymore. Well, I don't care now what you say. Didn't believe you much anyway. Hold on, I'm trying to get to you, my brother.
Mendoza.
Here we go.
Mendoza!
Oh, that took a lot out of me. Oh my God. Oh. There you go, Slider. That was for you, brother. That took a lot out of me. Eli's actually having fun in retirement. They don't have enough money to entice him back. What if they offered Eli more ownership? I don't know if he has a general stake in the team, but what if they offered Eli Manning ownership? Let's say, listen, Eli, you come back, I'll give you 10%. To Kayvon Thibodeau try shoulder tackle. Let's see here. Mitchell says, Duke Carter is a draft bust. My family reminded me of Shador Sanders' stats this week, and to the surprise, I can still choose Shador over Dart. The Browns named Falco to start to trade to divisions. Names Falco starter to trade to divisional rival. Yeah. I would still. Can you imagine? Let's just say you keep your extra third that you gave up for Dart. You take your pick, your high second. You could take Sanders with one of your thirds. You still have your third. Well, you know what? It's all a moot point because of the fact that Joe Shane would fuck it up anyways. Let's see here. If Tibbs indeed is gone, I literally remember him playing one good game. That's it. No, he's gonna be back next year. He's got a contract. He's got his last year. Mr. Esquire says this team is going to be bad for the rest of the decade. 2020 is a wash. For Dart to be successful, we need an 86 defense and an O-line. You're right. Clayton Slayton catches hard passes, drops a basic pass. He does. And I kept telling people that when we signed him. Let's see. We bought these guys in for a rebuild, and now we're going to have Shane rebuild his rebuild. I don't like getting political, but I think it's hilarious that the Democrats fucked up Obamacare. They fucked up everything in reference to the healthcare by taking away the healthcare markets. I talked about the fact in my other podcast that back in 2010, 2011, I was paying for a family. I was paying $176 a month for the platinum plan. No, I'm sorry, the silver plan for United Healthcare. And that same plan cost the same amount of family, like $2,600. They fucked up the entire healthcare system. They kept putting in these. Well, we got to give everyone these. We got to give everyone. We got to pay everyone. We got to give them these subsidies. And they set the expiration dates on the subsidies. but they're blaming everyone else for what they fucked up. And this reminds me of Joe Shane. Joe Shane fucked up the Giants, but we're going to give Joe Shane another chance to rebuild his own rebuild. Slayton tried to catch it. Just a bit outside, tried the corner, missed. We sacrificed the Giants for the Knicks. Oh, yeah. The Knicks are heading to the ship, baby. Well, not really, the NBA Cup. I hear there's this great Knicks podcast called Knicks Unleashed. Here, it's an awesome show. You guys should go check it out when you're done watching this. This is like Josh Rosen and the Arizona situation. If I could get a 2 and a 5 for Jaxson Dart and take Mendoza, I would do that. Sliders says both picks Zach backfired because Murray loved football, loved video games more than football. It was involved in a contract. Murray got it and was embarrassing. Please, Tim, don't go. Please don't go. Don't go away. I'm begging you to stay. Lol, I do get it. Let's see here. Should I stay or should I go? If I stay, there will be trouble. And if I go, it will be double. That was like yesterday. I was, I forgot where I was, and someone didn't get it. Because I was like, no, Mom, I'm not on drugs. I'm just thinking. And all I wanted was a Pepsi. That's good. Let's see here. Says Dart is kind of quarterback that requires you to have a really good backup quarterback, and we don't have one of those. Against top schools, go back and look at his college numbers. Against elite schools, consistent winner, my ass. Oh God, yeah. You cannot look at. Just look at the Florida game. How many times did he throw an interception and an opportunity to win the Florida game? But we're not going to say anything. I blame the front office for the Giants. Tim and Chris and Kevin all need to go. That's Lamar. That's why I'm leaving. You had me number 1 on that list. That's why I'm leaving, man. I'm going because of that, Lamar. R.I.P. Rob Reiner. Some great films he did. I actually enjoyed Spinal Tap. Is one of my favorite movies. And then he just did Spinal Tap 2, which no one watched, evidently, but me. But I actually enjoyed that movie as well. And A Few Good Men. Mara needs to let real football people run his team. I agree 1,000%. Douglas says you're the only hope Dart can get it together in the year 2 because sadly, we won't draft Mendoza. No, you're not going to draft Mendoza. And if you bring in a new general manager, Mara's going to say, well, we have to get this kid time. Even though you could potentially draft a Heisman winner who has more of an upside. I think Simpson, Mendoza, and Moore all have a higher upside than Jaxson Dart. Let's see here. We should have a stupid comment yesterday when Dart connected with Theo Johnson on a big play. An idiot Giant fan said Dart had the arm of Kerry Collins. I was like, what a fucking moron. You're right. Todd says, yeah, his last pass to Robinson were just in his general vicinity. Yeah, well, you know what? That's the way Giant fans are now. If you get the ball in the general vicinity, then we're good. That's all we have to do now. Lamar says we need football people that can run this team. The franchise is broken for sure. It is. It truly is. And I don't know what to say about that anymore. I get so many questions and people ask me so many things. And I find myself spending so much more time at MSG. I have gone to more Nick home games in this early part of the season than I have gone to Giant games this year. And I used to be a guy that would never miss a Giant game. When I lived in Miami, I would fly home on Saturday for a Sunday game and fly out Sunday night. Nope, no more of that shit. Christmas is rolling around. I got people like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? You want a Giants jersey? I'm like, nope. Don't want a Giants jersey. Don't want a Giant hat. Don't want a Giant. I don't want a Giant anything. Maybe a San Francisco Giant something, but I don't want a Giant anything. I love Bull Durham. Bull Durham was a great movie. I bet Slayton dropped the pen when he signed his contract. Hey-oh. James Stein says, our wide receivers are all Butterfingers. I mean, not the ones you eat. I like Butterfingers. Todd says if Phil had an Eli durability, he would have seen a much better light. Well, the problem is Phil played in some really bad teams in his early season, coming back in the league and coming into the league in 79. The Giants were good to 84. And the one season they had, which was the playoff season in 81, Phil did get hurt. And Scott Brunner took over, and we're not going to get into that. Tim Slayton tries to catch it just a bit outside. Tried the corner and missed. The venerable Dominic Palma. He's over at Papa Cargers working right now. Tim, play the Mendoza clip. I did. I played the Mendoza clip for you. I'm behind on the chat. That's okay. Is Bowen's treasure chest in the blue tent? Yarl. No. I went and rescued it. I went the other day and I stole it. I stole the Giants treasure chest, the booty chest, the turnover chest that I said was Harry High School shit. And look, as always, there's still nothing in it. I went and I stole it. Here it is. And I think on our final stream, I'm going to give away the booty chest. And I'm going to fill it. Ooh, that's what we should do. I have so much Giant paraphernalia and shit that I don't want. I'm going to fill up the booty chest.
That's what she said.
And I'm even going to put in the Giant Christmas stocking. I hung it by the fireplace with care, hoping that Santa would come and put a win in it, and it caught on fire. Todd said the Giants' weakness is they're not very good. We have a pass rusher and a guy like Dane Belton. I love it. The Giants' weaknesses are just not very good. Well, I know what, you're not wrong. I do think that's funny as shit, though. We're just not very good. That kind of sums it up. I always think to myself, let's all go to the lobby, because in 14 games, I'm very curious. Let's go to my advanced defensive stats. I love going to my advanced defensive stats. Now let's go to advanced defensive stats. There we go. Let's see. The league this year is only completing 69% of their passes for 478 yards, 3 touchdowns at 10.6 yards of completion. And the ball is traveling 281 yards in the air with a 197-yard yak. Oh, those are the statistics of Drew Phillips. But don't worry, he's a solid defender against the pass. Breaking news, Jaxson Dart just sponsored by the makers of the Blue Tent. Is that like Blue Chew? Amani Toomer was my favorite Giants wide receiver among the ones we had over the last 2 decades. I liked Amani a lot. Amani, it's not a Toomer. Let's see. Has Kafka killed his shot at getting a head coach? Oh God, he is more. I love it because, we played the clip from last week of Kafka from Hard Knocks, and Kafka being this tough guy. Yeah, I love you fucking guys, man. We're so much better than our fucking record, and we're just gonna be fucking awesome. And I just remember laughing, seeing that, going, oh dear Lord, what's up, Tim? EC12, I don't know, brother. I have no idea what's up. Wando Robinson is a decent player. He might fix he might be a better fit in the read system, a lot better. I think that's actually a good point. I think he would. Could get a first pick for Dexter Lawrence easily. Jets got a first one for Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams hasn't sucked over the last 2 seasons. Quentin Williams can actually play the run. So you probably find someone to give you a first. Todd says, I don't think he can make the KC roster. They like fast, quick wide receivers. OG Knockout says, if they bring Shane back, I'm done. As Tim as well. This shit is getting old. It's been old for a while. Imagine if Shedeur Sanders had a whole organization dedicated to its success instead of naming Falker your star to trade him away to a division rival. Shedeur Sanders sabotage is real. I'm not one of these conspiracy guys. I'm not, because you're not hitting the like button. Or I would be a conspiracy guy, but I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm not. I'm really not. But I do think there are some conspiracy theories out there that have merit. And one of those conspiracy theories is the fact that I don't think Kevin Stefanski wanted Shedeur Sanders at all. And I don't think that he is put into a successful operation in reference to him being successful. Who is the question understander? Well, that was nice. I need some online Big Blue content to get me through Joe Shame's disaster. Well, I appreciate that. I'm going to give you a like and I'm going to follow you. There you go. See, that's what I do. I follow people and I like people because I'm a nice guy. Contrary to popular belief. No, I'm not. Oh, Big Greg. Make it stop, Tim. I can't. What's up, Greg? Who do you compare Mendoza to? A better quarterback than we have. I don't have a comparison for Mendoza yet. You're going to have to watch that. Giants are on their way. That's why Eli didn't invent and backed off. Douglas says, I love people bitching on Twitter that Mendoza speaks some Spanish in his speech. Lol. It's amazing to me that Mendoza speaks Spanish in his speech because he happens to be Cuban. He thanked his mom. He talked about the fact that he was a no-star recruit. Nobody wanted him. He wanted to quit in the 4th grade, but his family wouldn't let him. I mean, he is the ultimate success story in sports, and he's everything that is good in college sports right now. And he kind of is the antithesis of it. And he took a team in Indiana that never has any success in football, puts him in a position to potentially make the college bowl championship game. And people are making fun of him. But we got a guy that can't stay out of the fucking blue tent, who couldn't beat Florida, and whose team in Ole Miss got better and is now in the playoffs after he left. And people say, Tim, why are you leaving? OG Knockout says, no, Tim, Mara and ownership along with Joe Shane. Fuck the I thought I was joking. I know you weren't saying that. Jay Sports Girl says, Mendoza is an arm like a cannon compared to Jeff George. It's a rifle. Oh, I love how people are now saying it's not a rifle. People are comparing what he's did in Indiana, and they forgot everything that he did at Cal. But that's all right. And I've talked to scouts about this. That Caleb pass way. Wow. Yeah, Caleb Williams, man. I'll tell you. Let's see here. Tim, Kerry Collins, aka the drunken master over Hurts. Ooh, that's a good question. That is a tough question because each quarterback is different. Each quarterback went to a Super Bowl and lost. Kerry Collins, to me, has superior arm talent. He was just a knucklehead at times with the ball. Wow, I got stumped on that one. Kerry Collins did throw for over 40,000 yards. How many winning seasons did he have with the Giants? Kerry Collins only had 2 winning seasons with the Giants. And one was the Jim Fossil put the dice in the middle of the table. Kerry Collins I gotta take Jalen Hurts. Kerry Collins threw for 21. Let's see. Kerry Collins only threw once for 20 plus touchdowns with the Giants in his 4-year career. Highest completion percentage for Kerry Collins was 60%. He threw 16, 14, 16, 13, and 11 interceptions for the Giants. No, I got to go Kerry. I'm going to have to go Jalen on that one. I had to think about that one second because you get mired in because we were in the thralls of the Dave Brown, Danny Cannell, Kent Graham swamp when Kerry Collins came along. So Kerry Collins is a good quarterback and was good for that team for one season, but he only had 2 winning seasons with the Giants in 5 years. So production has to go to Hurts, who has a Super Bowl ring. And even though they both went to a Super Bowl and lost. That was a really good question. All right, I like that. Is it bad that Jameis has been our best quarterback? No, it's not bad at all. Let's see here. Greg says the treasure chest and the corny nicknames Motor Turbo. Oh yeah. I love it. Kim Ho sending back South Korea relationships decades in America. Douglas says, my theory for the offseason, Joe Shane gets fired and then they promote Brandon Brown. They're not promoting Brandon Brown. Brandon Brown is not going to be on this team next year. Sorry. Let's see here. We're not getting into that. Oh, you could say that. Our friends look alike. I don't know him. He's not one of us. Oh my God. Todd Taylor says Giants should let the fan kick the rest of the year. Bet they won't kick the turf. Mendoza remind me of a better Jared Goff. Let's see here. Todd says we did 60-minute act surprise. You built a good college team by spending money. That's a good one. Bruce says if the Lakers win the chip, it's LeBron finally in y'all good goat debate. No. LeBron James right now, and I love it because everyone's like, well, LeBron James has more points, more rebounds, more assists, more everything else than the GOAT has in Michael Jordan. Yeah, LeBron James has played 497 years. It's easy for me to say that because of the fact that LeBron's also only played in 9 games this season, only averaging 17 points. LeBron has been in the league since 2003. Just because you compile a lot of stats does not mean that you were the best in reference to assists or points scored or field goal percentage. It just means you played a lot. That's all it means. When it came to the playoffs, when it came to the big moment, when it came to the championships, outside of Bill Russell, there's only one player that can sit there and say, I don't lose. And that's Jordan. Kerry Collins was good for a stretch with everything team he had to play for. I agree. Tim, how dare you say anything bad about Dart? You are banished. Thoughts of some of those dumb Giant fans. I don't care. That's the best part. I don't care. So seriously, you don't think Jaxson Dart is good? No, I don't. And I've said this before, Marcus. I'm gonna say it again. In the 80s, when you had an African American quarterback, black quarterback, scrambling around and making plays with his feet and not reading the defenses and just using his natural ability to be successful, people would say, well, that's the black quarterback. They're not smart enough to be a quarterback because they don't stay in the pocket and they don't follow the playbook. So now in 2025, you got a white kid doing it, and he's the Messiah. He still can't read defenses. He still can't throw with any accuracy outside of 10 yards. And not following the playbook ends him in the blue tent at least once a game. No. And I will come back and make a video when he fails. What's up, Billy? I got something to tell you. I got something to say. I'm going to put this dream in motion. Nothing's going to get in my way when the going gets tough. The tough get going. Darling, I can climb any mountain. Darling, I can do anything. Ooh, ooh. And I love you. I do the things that lovers do. Sorry. Giant YouTubers were upset. Fans cheered when Winston came in, but the offense is collegiate, simplistic, unwatchable with Dart under center. And I like how you put under center in parentheses, my brother. I love how you did that. Because you're right, under center. When does that happen? James, are you out? I see James out there for a second. James, come on. Come on the show for a minute, James. I didn't get a chance. I didn't get my James fixed today because I had to. Where's the thing where you can. Hold on. What happened here? Oh, dear Lord, I'm tired. We had a delayed opening today, too. What does this button do? Leave studio. No, I don't want to do that. I love the things that lovers do. James Williams, come on down. You're the next contestant, and the New York Giants suck. Ooh, Renee Thompson. There was a Renee Thompson. Hit the like button. Do you think Daniel Jones gets an extension? No, Daniel Jones should not get an extension because of the fact that Phillip Rivers literally came out of the coffin to almost beat at that point in time, they were a 9-win team in Seattle in the Seahawks. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, brother? Cordell Stewart? No, he's not a Cordell Stewart. Yeah, Cordell Stewart is one of the quarterbacks I was talking about that really just run around and not run up, especially, which is interesting because he came out of Colorado. But Cordell Stewart was an unintelligent quarterback because of the fact that he used basically improv in reference to make plays, which is one of the reasons why he was never fully successful in the NFL. But then he was an unintelligent quarterback. Now you do it, you're daring. You have moxie. I wonder what the difference is. Just being honest. Hit that like button, says James Williams. Nah, I love you, Tim, but I think the one thing I disagree with you on, you got to get LeBron his props. He's not the undisputed when he comes. Oh, no, listen. I am not saying LeBron James is not in the top 10 in reference to all-time best NBA players. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying this. There's only one GOAT. There's only one. LeBron had to leave teams to build super teams to pair himself up with other players to be successful. When Jordan, everyone's like, well, Jordan had Pippen. Okay. What happened with Pippen when Jordan was gone? What happened? I'm just saying this. Longevity in reference to stat compiling does not make you the best player in NBA history. These do. Super Bowl rings or NBA championship rings, whatever I want. I don't have an NBA championship ring. I would have a Knicks ring, but it would be even dustier than my Giant ring. Hey-o. Truth hurts, like Jalen Hurts. Petro says, Dart has 2 wins this season. This is exhausting how we think he is good. He is an offensive line, too. That's not like he doesn't. Best off. That's the other thing, Petro. Thank you so much. As you're hitting the like button, that's the other thing that chaps my ass. He's got an offensive line. For years, we have been waiting to have a not solid, but average NFL offensive line. Andrew Thomas makes it above average. And this kid doesn't just, and I've said this before, go watch the Cleveland Bears game. I am shocked that someone did not. It's like an old Bugs Bunny cartoon. You know, when the player gets knocked into the turf and they go 4 feet under the turf, and the next thing you know, there's a tombstone pops up with a bunch of flowers. That's what I thought was going to happen to Shedeur Sanders. Because I was like, boy, these motherfuckers don't block. And he just hangs in there. It's either that he is going to be a good quarterback or he's just stupid. Because he just hangs in there and takes a fucking beating. And it's weird. It's literally weird to watch. So you have an offensive line. You have an average NFL running game. I keep hearing about Wando Robinson, Darius Slayton, and Theo Johnson. You have wide receivers that should make plays. Yeah, he's got Judy, but Judy can't do it alone. And it just amazes me that I don't know. We're not gonna get. I know why. We're not gonna get into it. Tim, Renee Thompson was great as a special teamer, not a glamour. You know, he got the job done. Oh, I loved Renee Thompson. Renee Thompson was the pinnacle of a special teamer. He was David Tyree before David Tyree, but of course they played different positions. Tim, you can't fault LeBron James for being healthy when no one else in the history of basketball has played more like him at his age. LeBron isn't good, but why is MJ the GOAT if you're counting? But just GOAT if you are counting rings. How many rings does LeBron have? How many finals losses does LeBron have? LeBron, you cannot decide, well, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm taking my talent. I'm taking my talents. I'm taking my talents to South Beach. And
South Beach.
And yeah, because that's what LeBron did. And then when the going got tough with LeBron, he just took his talents then to back to Cleveland. And then when that didn't work out, he took his talents over to LA. You just can't build yourself a super team, compare yourself, and put yourself. And when LeBron was the only player available, we saw what happened. But James, let's talk about the New York Football Giants. Let's talk about this team.
This team or these guys in blue uniforms?
Explain it to me. How can we lose? We have now one divisional win in 2 years.
Oh yeah, wow, I didn't even think about that.
And we have a chance to still have one after that Dallas game, which is going to be the last game of the season. Big Funky Town, Big Don says, I heard David Tyree 315, baby. But can you explain to me? Can you just explain to me this, please? Oh my God, hold on. We got to bring in Mr. Bruce because he's going to make me vomit. Mr. Bruce, quick question for you. I got a question for you.
Okay, hold on. Got you.
Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron James, season 1. Oh, it's a Bernie's Mountain Dog.
Yep, his name's Jet.
I have one of those. His name is Asshole because he acts like one. Not you, my dog. But first year. What was the score in the championship game?
Okay. Ow. So first year, definitely the biggest blemish in any superstar's career ever. The Dallas Mavericks series, biggest blemish ever, right?
How many championships did Dwayne Wade win before the super team?
1.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So he had one already without LeBron. And LeBron and Bosh shows up and they do one of these in season 1.
Listen, I'm not saying that LeBron is the undisputed GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But what I am saying is there is definitely a conversation between LeBron and Jordan, and he is top 2. Top 10 is crazy. LeBron gotta be top 2. And it doesn't just come down to the longevity and how long he's been playing, but it's also the years of greatness that he's put on display with those. And then on top of it, yes, I know like his finals record isn't the same as Jordan's, but you also got to take into account the teams that they played against. You know what I'm saying? Jordan played against some good teams. LeBron played against straight like Hall of Famers, teams that were filled with Hall of Famers back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not a team. Question for
you. And this James is an old timer. Well, not as old as me, but James is an old timer. So playing basketball in the 80s and the 90s against like the Bad Boys, the Boston Celtics, the Lakers, these other teams that literally the rules that if they played the way they played back in the 90s and the early 2000s, the way they play now, or they put those, took those teams and put it in this era, everyone would foul out in the first 11 minutes. Because if you even go back to the Pat Riley Nick days, with even going back to the Van Gundy days, You went to the hole. You tried to go and take it to the basket. You would get decapitated. Now, LeBron, king of the flops, it's like, LeBron, here, catch his water bottle. Oh my God. Hurt my back. I need at least 2 free throws and a technical. Come on.
Are there pros and cons to both of our eras? Because I've had this conversation with many people. Yes, because one, I'll say it like this. It doesn't, because people will say, oh, it's easier to score in the NBA now because fouls. Yeah, but we wouldn't say that defense is easier to play back in the day because you could just hack everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of it,
there was a physicality to the defense, and the refs didn't. Good, a great example was the Packer game yesterday, and I thought this was funny because I don't see anything wrong with it, but the refs let the Packers and the Broncos play. There were some calls that would probably have been in other games, flags, questionable calls, people on people's backs, a hand on a receiver, but it didn't interfere with the game, but so they didn't call it, and I thought that was fantastic. In the NBA in the 90s, you slap somebody's hand, they didn't call it. I literally watched at the Knicks game. And it's a bad example because Eric Lacaporte is not a good player. Literally watched him jump up to block a shot, never touch the guy's arm. And when he did touch the guy's arm, the ball had already bounced off the rim. They called it a foul and then confirmed it with instant replay. Then, in the same vein, Bane takes the ball, throws it against OG Anunoby's back, and the refs go, now everyone, 17,000 people saw this. The refs go, we have to watch the tape to see if that was a flagrant foul.
Yeah,
it's
the NBA, and I love the NBA. I love the NBA more, and I love the Knicks more, and I love the Giants. I've said it before. The NBA right now is so pussified that you literally are not allowed to drive in the lane. You're not allowed to touch stuff. Back in the day, and this is what people don't remember, it didn't matter if your name was LeBron. It didn't matter if your name was Jordan. Watch the Pistons Bulls series before Jordan really became Jordan, because of the fact that the entire Pistons team was predicated on not allowing Jordan to get to the hole. They beat on that man till the fact that the next year he spent a year in the gym bulking up just to beat the Pistons.
Yeah,
now, Stephon Curry or LeBron James, like I said, it's the water bottle. LeBron, catch the water. Oh, I don't want to catch the water. Hurt.
But then, I understand that. There's definitely, and that's what I say, there's differences between eras, because yes, our era does not have the same physicality. But, Jordan never saw an NBA zone. That was considered illegal defense back then. So it's like there are pros and cons to both eras. I'm not going to say one era was harder than the other, or, I'm just talking about just when you compare the two players. LeBron is great, man. Like he is top two. He has put up, people say he wasn't clutch. Then he showed, he can come back in a 3-1 lead. He went up against them, the KD-led Warriors, not once but twice in the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot of. Then he lost one time because Kyrie went down, and we're gonna blame him for that. It's like I get the losses.
He lost the one time when he bumped his vagina, and was afraid to take the big shot.
When was this? Was this against Dallas?
Yep.
Okay. Yes. I agree with you. Dallas is
wilted in the spotlight. James is like, I'm either
the guy. I was going to say, guys, let me sum this up because you guys will be here for an hour. Let me sum this up real quick.
You're not going to sum this up,
smoking, man. Let me sum this up real quick. LeBron is number 2 all time. He is, Barry.
Okay.
But
Yes.
his caveat that will forever be by his name is he manufactured every single championship team he had before he got there. That's insane.
So then my question to you, James, would be, when LeBron was in Cleveland, didn't he have some of the worst management like ever? He had one of the worst coaches. His point guard was fucking his mom's. Like, come on, like he.
Oh, you mean when he was first in Cleveland?
Yeah, before he made the first super team.
Right. No, and that's the problem. He was great there. He carried that team to the finals where they got destroyed by the Spurs. But after that, something clicked in his mind, or the pressure from trying to be Jordan. He literally, before he went to Miami, they had a group chat. Melo was in there. Melo was supposed to be there. He said, no, I want my money. Okay, we'll take Dinosaur Man. They all went to Miami. Then before he left Miami, got on another group chat. Said, oh, you guys got number 1 pick, Kyrie Irving? That's great. Oh, that kid Wiggins there? Nah, trade him for the white dude from Minnesota, and I'll be there. Went back to Cleveland. Then he was in Cleveland, got on another group chat. Say, hey, Rich Paul, I think I want to go out to LA. Oh, I'm going to need that sticky, tall guy who can't stay healthy. Yeah, that Davis guy with the unibrow. Make that happen. Okay, then we go to LA. It's a little weird, man. That's all. It's just a little weird. So that would be like Jordan, because we didn't have group chat back then. Jordan would have to get on 3-way. It'd be like, hey, Ewing, Barkley, you guys want to join me? That would be insane. And that's the biggest thing. He manufactured his teams.
Who was the best player, Jordan, outside of Scottie Pippen, that Jordan had on his championship runs?
I would say Rodman. Rodman is considered one of the greatest defensive.
What did he do? He was a rebounder. He was a rebounder and defensive player, right?
Yeah.
How many points did he put up a game? Like 3? It's great that you grab 20 rebounds, but the problem is this: you got to score points. When you take this long, I'm waiting for Bill Cartwright, BJ Armstrong, Steve Kerr, Horace Grant.
Yeah, but I mean, they still had Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was still,
I said outside of Scottie Pippen.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, like I'm not gonna say that Jordan led he had all-stars on this, or like a bunch of all-stars, but like even when you think about the Miami Heat teams, like Chris Bosh wasn't even really that great of a player. He was a good stretch forward, but Dwayne Wade and LeBron were the two main
totally disrespected Chris Bosh. The guy averaged like 20 and 10 in Toronto. He just killed him.
We brought him in as a bum.
So that guy, 20 and 10, he's garbage. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it right now, and I'm gonna have it in the books because I've already said it. Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, then LeBron James. There you go. 11 titles in 13 years from the Celtics. Averaged 22 and 15 his entire career from 56 to 69. 11 All-Star selections, 5 MVP awards, and he won a title 11 times out of 13 years. LeBron James wins the title once every 7 years, and people are creaming over him. LeBron's last title was when? Was it in a dome?
It was in the bubble.
It's in a bubble?
Yeah, the bubble.
Do you know that LeBron has not played 80 games or more than 70 games since 2013?
That's okay. Jordan's retired twice in the prime of his career.
And when Jordan retired, that's the first time and came back, what happened?
Yes, he three-peated. Yes, we all know the story. But
he three-peated. What's up? What's up, Kevin? Kevin's like, I thought they were supposed to be fucking talking Knicks. I mean, on Knicks.
I was gonna say, I was like, you guys, this is hilarious. I feel like I'm watching ESPN. Like, you guys can do this for like 2 hours talking about LeBron and Mike.
I can talk about, and you know what? We haven't even talking about. And this is the other one. We haven't even talked about Kobe.
I was just about to say, some people have Kobe over LeBron. Bari,
Rest in peace.
Before you even
Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace, Kobe. Played,
And,
but
you know,
there's no way.
You know what the other thing is? People forget we haven't even talked about Larry Bird. Only
you
person
didn't mention Kareem.
we didn't mention 100 points in Hershey Wilt, who averaged for his entire career 30 and 22. We didn't talk about any of these guys
Because we're talking about LeBron. LeBron is
Wilt averaged, and LeBron, Jordan, no one else has done this. Wilt averaged 50 points in a season.
there was no 3-second violation. You could just say if Shaq played then he'd average 100.
And all LeBron
Yeah,
does is go to dream teams.
I'll shoot you a little bail on the Wilt thing, Bari. That yes, the times that Wilt was playing in, I mean, the guy literally played in a Conan movie and made Conan look small. So that guy was a freak. That guy was a freak.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
I wouldn't put Wilt over LeBron, but
I'm not putting over LeBron. I'm saying that we're not talking about.
Copy.
And for people that keep thinking that Wilt, that Wilt only did was park his ass in the middle. Does anyone know when the first time the shot clock was came into an NBA game? What season? Because I do. Anyone want to take a guess? Anyone take a guess? First year the shot clock was instituted in the NBA. Take a guess.
I can't think of that offhand.
Just take a guess.
78.
Mr. Bruce, what's your example?
I'll go 75.
1954-55.
Damn it. It was like way off.
Wait a minute. That's when Wilt started playing after that.
So he played with us. So he played with us.
This brain, man. Don't fuck with this brain.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, Bari, we're gonna end this on this note. Michael Jordan made the original Space Jam.
True.
We're not talking about that.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me land. Because you know where I'm gonna land. Stop. You know where I'm gonna land. Hold on.
Before you land on that, also
Kareem fought Bruce Lee. Kareem fought Bruce Lee.
Roger Murtaugh.
Wilt was fighting Conan, and LeBron made Space Jam 2.
Yeah, Space Jam.
We're done.
End the story.
LeBron's number 2.
That's why you can't say anything because that movie was bad. That man wanted to be Jordan so much he made a computerized version of the original movie, which I don't think he understood. No,
Even Ray Allen made a better movie than LeBron.
Like no, Klay Thompson as a digital ice bird, whatever he. No.
Yeah, that
But hey, let's talk about how good Abdul Carter played. Yeah,
against the Washington team that we were told was too old, and the Giants were much better then.
That's when Marcus Mariota was. Come get me!
I was going to say Marcus Mariota. I'm running. He's so fast. Wait a minute, I'm just slow.
Oh no. But hey, we're moving on up to the first pick. We're finally gonna get our QB right.
We are gonna get the first pick.
We're gonna get the.
We are. We literally are. And we're gonna be stupid with it. I love the people that want to trade it to the Jets.
That would be a great Joe Shane. That would be a last Joe Shane ultimate chess move. Set up your rival inner stadium, and then get fired.
That is literally the Joe Shane move. That is literally it.
That would be his coup de grace. That would literally be his final move.
And just by the way, for all the people that were so wrong about Wilt Chamberlain, what year did Wilt Chamberlain come into the league? Since we were talking about him just parking in the middle. Just curiosity. 1959. 5 years after the shot clock was instituted in the NBA.
Hold on, I have a question. When did the 3 second violation rule come into play?
That I don't remember.
That's the rule that I think I was talking about. That allowed him to just park in the center.
I have to look that one up. 3 second rule.
I was like around Shaq came around.
No, it's that's 3 second rule violation.
No, that was before Shaq.
Way before Shaq. That was way before Shaq. 3 second violation, because I remember the 3 second violation. Number the NBA, what year? I don't even know. That's a good question. That one I don't know.
Oh, he got game. Blackbird, word. Yeah. Even Ray Allen had he got game with Spike Lee.
I brought it up. Jesus Shuttleworth.
My fault. Sorry, I'm just saying. Even Wesley Snipes had white men can't jump. I'm just saying.
See, this is the type of things that people talk about in LeBron versus Jordan debate. They just talk about movies and finals.
When we talk about championships, there's nothing to talk about. There's not much to talk about that. If you want to talk about championships, yeah, we can talk about championships. How many championships did LeBron lose?
But how many great teams did LeBron? Like, hold on. Let me ask you a question. If Michael Jordan, and this is a hypothetical question, if Michael Jordan's best team, let's say the 93 Bulls, right? Let's say they played against the 2017 Golden State Warriors. Do you really think Michael's going to win that series?
Yes.
Wow.
How many games did they win? That Bull team.
Was that the 72? Was that the 72-10 season?
I believe that was.
Okay.
Oh, and just so everyone knows, just because we like to talk about Pippen being this great player, his career average was 16 points a game.
Yeah, but what about when he was on the Bulls? Like, because didn't he have time on like the Trailblazers and this and that other team? Like, wasn't he shopped around a lot?
Well,
that was after his Bull career.
He went to Houston and Portland. In Chicago, 14, 16, 17, 21, 18, 19, 20, and 19.
Listen, I'll make it fair. I'll make this as fair as I can for you, Bart. This is the fairest thing I can say to what you just said. Michael Jordan did not win a chip until he got Scottie Pippen. Yes, that is true. That was his wingman. That was his dude. He needed him to help him win those rings. That is true. That is true.
But the only time that's Pippen won a ring was with Jordan.
Yes, and Pippen did not even reach an NBA Finals without Jordan.
And Pippen cried and wouldn't come off the bench during that playoff series and wouldn't take the last shot.
Phil said, "Fine, I'll give it to the white guy."
Yeah, I don't want to shoot it.
Hasn't Pippen been to the Eastern Conference Finals without Jordan?
He's been to the Western Conference Finals.
I was going to say Western Conference, and not the Eastern Conference Finals.
With the Blazers.
Oh, right, it was with the Blazers. Jordan hasn't. Has Jordan won a playoff series without Pippen?
Hold on one second. OGR, we don't need another white guy.
Oh, I said give it to the white guy. Look who popped up.
Give it to the white guy. What are you doing here?
I thought I'd pop in for a little bit.
You're a white guy.
I'm loving the debate.
You're a white guy. You don't know anything about basketball.
Larry Bird. That's all I got to say.
Every white guy brings up Larry Bird.
No. Listen, I bring up Larry Bird a lot. And Tim, you know this. Yeah. Larry Bird is gangster. And Barry, you should know this too. Larry Bird is forever gangster because he walked on the court and said, "Somebody get this white guy off of me. This is disrespectful." Yeah. Love that man. Love Larry Legend.
Larry Legend, yeah. The back injury slowed down Larry and ended his career. Ended the dynasty of the Boston Celtics. But I think we're supposed to be talking Knicks.
I was just going to say, OGR, do you have anything to say on the great performance from our number 3 pick yesterday? Please, go ahead.
Tell us.
Please.
Does it really matter? Like,
No.
Seriously. In the scheme of things, does it not really matter? That's all I'm hoping is we lose out and Joe Shane gets fired, because at that point there's no excuse to keep him unless John Mara doesn't have the strength to essentially go through a GM search. And that would be his only excuse. But at that point, you have people underneath you that can do it for you.
But my question is this to you, OGR. He is leading the search now, Joe Shane. How incompetent do the Giants look if they let him start the search? And James, you said this to me, that he's going to give the notes to the next guy, that you have him lead the search in the middle of this, in the last 5 weeks of the season, then at the end of the year, fire him and go, no, what? We're good. Everything he just did the last 6 weeks, we're not going to listen to anymore. Because we're just
but I mean, has anybody heard the Giants bringing in candidates to actually interview?
No, because they can't. It's in season.
Exactly. So if you're not interviewing candidates, even if you cancel a search, what is he really searching? Is he gathering data on potential coaches? I mean, come on now. But I know what the potential coaches are.
Who are they? Go.
Mike McCarthy. There's one. Your boy John Gruden. I can keep going, but I'd rather not, because they'd be bored to death.
John would walk in there and see Shane and just wipe off everything off his desk and say, "Get this shit out of here." That includes you.
I'm waiting for John Gruden to go in there and look at it and go, nope. Just walk the other way. Nope, I'm done.
It's like, who are you, my secretary? Oh, you're Joe.
You're Joe. Lane Kiffin. No, Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin, if you knew what he got in his contract, he's not leaving Baton Rouge.
I guess we can unretire Lawrence Taylor's jersey now.
Why? Because he had 2 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles.
He's being sarcastic. This is sarcasm.
Okay. I mean, he had a game yesterday that, I mean, big deal. Like, where was that the whole rest of the season?
Oh, this is a good one, though. They banned dunking from the 3-star line because of wilt. Just throwing that out.
I think they banned a couple things because of Wilt.
Well, yeah, because he was too good. He wasn't as good as Jordan.
But
he's ready for me to say LeBron. All right, Abdul Carter. Taylor. It's truly the second cover. Lawrence Taylor.
I love how OGR said that. He said, "Well, he had a game."
Well, in all fairness, him and Jesus Shuttleworth both had game.
He had a game.
I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, I mean, some people are giving him his flowers. I'm not. I mean, the kid has shown laziness. The kid has shown unwillingness to adapt and do what he needs to do to get better on the field. And you've struggled the entire rest of the year, and you had one good game. Congratulations. Like, why don't you pair 3 or 4 of those to end the season, and let's see you in the next season. Like, me personally, I give everybody 3 years. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I give everybody 3 years, because by the 3rd year, you should show that you're NFL quality. There's not too many guys that have really shitty 3 years and then just blossomed into these great players. Each and every year, they got slightly better. And then
Daniel Jones.
I knew he was about to say that too.
Oh, God.
We had to give him 6 years because 3 years wasn't enough. 4 years wasn't enough. 5 years wasn't enough. 6 years wasn't enough.
So you really think Jaxson Dart's going to be out the league? I
don't know if he's going to be. I don't know if he's going to be out of the league. He's not the Giants quarterback. I'm sorry. I love it because when James and I get on the phone, I say the same thing to him over and over again. I'm trying to like him. I'm trying. I'm trying. I always say, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. And then I watch this film and I'm like, if you cannot play within the pocket in an NFL offense for any extended period of time, you're not playing against Furman. You have to, at some point in time, play under center, play in the pocket. Your whole game cannot be predicated with you running around like, because you can't say retard anymore, but running around like someone that's not intelligent, because of the fact that's not the way to play the game. You need to play within a system. And normally the system is predicated with you being and having the ability to throw from the pocket. And I've said this before. I'm not saying Stuart Sanders right now is better than Jaxson Dart. It's going to be better than Jaxson Dart. But watching that Cleveland game, I was astounded and amazed that under the duress, this kid was under 24/7. In reference to Stuart Sanders, he never left the pocket. To his own detriment, I'm like, I mean, and the two times that he did, he gained 20 or like 12 or 14 yards. But it was like he's always looking downfield and no one's getting open. And I loved it because they showed that nobody was getting open downfield or even short or intermediate passes, but the kid just stood in the fucking pocket. I was like, it's okay to move. It's all right. But then I watched Jaxson Dart. The little bit of pressure that he feels, he's rolling somewhere or running to the left or running to the right or doing something. He's not consistently looking downfield, which is why I personally think all of his passes seem to be between -2 and 8 yards.
And when
he does go deep, he's 1 for 6.
Exactly. And I was going to say the one thing, he was 1 for 6, and his intermediate passes aren't much better because he's feeling pressure that's not even there.
Right.
You don't see him just step up into the pocket and just launch it and make a calm throw under no duress. It's not like he's not getting protection. I mean, he had protection all day yesterday.
He had 1 sack.
Exactly. And he's seeing ghosts already. What are you doing?
He's seeing ghosts.
He's seeing ghosts.
Oh God, Kayvon. Oh, he's on my team.
Oh, wait.
Oh my God, I got scared.
I'm not afraid of Kayvon because he's a friendly ghost.
Abdul, you got to be on defense, not offense. What are you doing on the field?
I love this
double vision from the last hit.
It's true though. Announcers made a big deal about Carter actually attending meetings.
Oh, hold on. Let me take this one first, please, teacher. Big Dash knows. We all love Big Dash. Shout out to Big Dash. Got a good show. Great show. But Big Dash on Twitter during the games, he tweets out. A lot of Giants content creators tweet out whatever. I only talked to like 2 of them. Big Dash is one of them. And Big Dash said the same thing. He said, he put out a tweet that said, wow, look what happens when you actually show up and go to practice and meetings. Wow, you actually play good. And I said, no, brother. What happened was that guy was in the New York media on the back page on the negative side for 2 weeks. And then somebody finally got in his ass. That's what happened. New York is a lot different when the whole city is taking a dump on you, quote unquote, and the media is just killing you for 2 weeks. Yeah, you might want to show up and do your job.
James, when you go to work, if you don't show up on time, or if you decide that I'm just gonna go in the corner and take a nap, what normally would happen to a normal person?
You get paid $60 million over 4 years.
Exactly.
You get fired.
I'm going to excuse Mr. Bruce now from his LeBron tirades, and because that was
that was a good one though. That was funny.
That was the quote of the day. I'm going to alleviate your issues in reference to LeBron James for that one. People, hit the like button, people. I forgot to say that. And go to Believe, blah, 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 FanDuel. #1 sportsbook. This is why sponsors. I have a new sponsor coming up. Me and Joe Rogan. We're and I can tell you now because I'm going to love this because of the fact that it's for a sauna company. A sauna steam company. Not going to say who it is yet because of the fact that they just sent me a free sauna. So And I have a feeling since they sent me a free sauna, this is the greatest sauna in the history of the world.
Mhm.
I have a feeling that's going to be a 5-star review. But we'll be
OGR until he gets in it and it doesn't work, and then he has to come on here and trash. And be like, yeah, these people. I don't know about that.
Or he installs the sauna but forgets that it needs electricity, and then gets in it and be like, "Oh my god, this thing's terrible."
Well, this is the good news. This is the good news. It's a portable sauna. Portable.
Excuse
sauna.
me.
Yes, this is going to be. This is like revolutionary. I can't talk about it yet because it's still upstairs and it's still in the box. But this is like revolutionary. This is a portable sauna steam bath.
Oh, Barry, this is white man business. A portable sauna. I never heard of that.
Yo, nah,
It's going to be great.
Listen.
A portable sauna.
Listen, I'm not going to lie. You know, people are like, you sell out. Yes. You send me a check. You send me free gifts. Yes, I will sell out. Thank you. I will be your best pitch. Ask 2 years of Mint Mobile.
Solid.
15 minutes after the Mint Mobile contract expired, I was like, okay, Verizon doesn't sound bad. No, I actually still have Mint Mobile.
Oh God.
But yes, I will sell out for a free sauna. And I'm hoping this is the other good part. Here's the other good part. Because of this portable sauna, if it works out so well, they have these ones that actually go into your house. You know, they build it like the cedar sauna and all that. So I'm hoping that this sauna goes well and they put a sauna in my house. So just throw that out there. So if Chevy's watching, boy, I really wish I had a Chevy pickup.
Oh, is that how that works?
I don't know.
I wish I had damn it, I don't know what to ask for.
Quarterback new car.
I always love it because the wife always go to me every time you're leaving or quitting. All these people start sending you free stuff. I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But yes, I'm very excited about this sauna, and it's going to be a big reveal probably. And I love it because it showed up yesterday. It showed up yesterday afternoon. So of course I go and check my email at 6:30 this morning, and they're like, "How did you enjoy the sauna?" I'm like, "It's been in my house for like 6 hours. I don't know. I'm not going to set it up. Everyone knows I'm lazy. Unless my wife sets it up, it's going to be sitting in the box for at least a month." But how about those Giants? I was
going to say, we've talked about LeBron, Jordan, Will, portable saunas.
Gotta have
fired from your job.
LeBron is the third best player actually the fourth now, because I am going to go Kobe. I'm going
See, Barry, now you did.
I'm going MJ, Bill Russell, Kobe, and I'm putting LeBron 4A and 4B with Tracy McGrady.
Oh, hell no.
You can't be saying
no, all right.
And look at my Eagle ring. And you're going to talk about Tracy McGrady is the 1-to-1 with LeBron? That's crazy.
Now he's trolling.
Mr. Taz wishes that the Eagles had a better offensive coordinator. Listen, I'm Mr. Taz. I do feel bad for the Eagles in reference to their offensive coordinator, but I want to be your head coach's friend because evidently you just get a job. You don't have to have any experience or any talent. It's like, yeah, you know what? You could be the offensive coordinator. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. I got an all-star team, but yeah, no, man, the offensive coordinator.
Do you know what's so crazy about the Eagles? As much as, shout out to baby girl, new addition to the Eagle family. But if the Eagles win the championship this year, are we really going to be surprised?
No.
Would you really be surprised at the end of the day?
Bad Dog would be because of the stupid post of the day that we read from him.
Oh, yes, I know. Jalen Hurts sucks. I know. He's sucked since Alabama. I know. It's amazing. But all he does is win wherever he goes. But if the Eagles really win the championship, I mean, are we going to be shocked? No. Because they actually have a really great team. They actually do. Like, yes, the offenses look bad, but if you look at them on paper, if you look at them that they've played in two Super Bowls in the last, 4 years, if they win the Super Bowl this year, are we really going to be surprised? No. Like, as Giants fans, I get it. We're supposed to hate the Eagles. We're supposed to hate the Cowboys. We're supposed to hate the Redskins. I get it. But the undeniable truth is the Redskins, if Jaden Daniels comes back healthy, they're going to be better than us. The Cowboys, if they add to their defense, they're going to be better than us. And the Eagles, if they just stay the way they are now, they're going to be better than us. So, I just, we hate on the Eagles. We hear this thing a lot that next year we could be this year's Patriots. Really? Because I don't see that.
Maybe with
I don't see that at all.
I'm still trying to think if I put Steph Curry at 4.
Oh my God, Barry! By the time he's done, he's gonna have Tim Thomas ahead of LeBron James.
Hey, listen, I almost put Angel Reese ahead of LeBron James.
You don't even like Angel Reese. Stop that! Now you're trolling.
I've been trolling for a while now.
If you would have said Cheryl Miller, I might have believed you, but not Angel Reese.
Cheryl Swoop.
Cynthia Coop.
Yeah. See, there we go. See,
and now we're putting women ahead. All right, now we got to stop.
Here we go. The Steph Curry over LeBron. Told you.
Yo.
Told you. Steph Curry over LeBron. I'm thinking about this now.
What have an incorrect opinion.
I was going to say Sue Bird. There you go, OGR. Yeah.
There you go.
Rebecca Lobo. I can keep going, old Huskies.
How about, we forget who's on the logo of the NBA. What about Jerry
You're
West?
not about to say Jerry West is in the conversation.
What about Jerry West?
Jerry West played when there was no 3-point line. Jerry West played when there was static on the screen.
So did Will Chamberlain.
That's funny.
What you said, so did Will Chamberlain. You held that all against him.
Yeah, but
I don't want to say this, Brian, but I think you're slightly racist against Will Chamberlain.
No, I'm not racist. I just think that, he's great, but LeBron is GOAT quality. He's a GOAT quality player. He's in the conversation with Jordan.
Don Stanley.
Stanley. I love it. I love Stanley.
So I just see this whole chat's going to be roasting me. That's fine.
I ain't gonna front. This is going bad. This is going bad.
By the way,
Collins should get a vote.
To be totally honest, the GOAT conversation is just awkward because when you get into eras and decades, it's tough to sit there and say, okay, this guy would have done this, or this guy would have done this, or this guy would have done this. You really can't, because things change. You want to sit there and compare apples and oranges? It's tough. To me, right now, modern player, LeBron. If you go back, a couple decades, Michael Jordan. Like, it's as simple as that to me. And then maybe you put, Larry Bird in that conversation because he was, to me, Larry was before Jordan.
Griner is also technically a man, y'all think. So that could be a better comparison. I'm actually thinking I got to drop LeBron to 5. Because we keep forgetting about Shaq. And how many championships did Shaq win without LeBron?
You mean without Kobe? Yeah, you're just... We're going to go to Greg Ostertag.
Oh,
they called it Hacker Shaq. Him better than Braun.
They invented a whole. You never heard hack a LeBron.
Yes, because he's gonna make the free throw.
You heard hack a Shaq because that was the only way you could stop him by fouling out the other 11 guys.
I get that, but
LeBron 7 now. 7 on my list now.
Oh my God.
All right, I got to shoot him a little bail in here because we're killing it. The Dawn Stanley was hilarious, Broadway. That was Dawn Stanley.
I like the Brittany Griner.
The Brittany Griner is great, but listen, she's a drug trafficker. She tried to sneak narcotics into Russia. We just don't do that, so she's not that smart. But and plus, she looks like one of Bob Marley's kids.
What? I will say this about Brittany Griner versus LeBron James. LeBron James would probably be smart enough to give his coke and to give his marijuana to his assistant to get caught.
Damon Jones, hold this.
Not carry it yourself. So I do have to say LeBron is better at not getting caught as a drug trafficker in Russia than Brittany Griner would be.
I'll say this, Barry. One of my favorite LeBron moments is when he trash talked Gilbert Arenas at the free throw line, and then Gilbert Arenas proceeded to miss both free throws. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was great. That was great by LeBron. I don't know what he said. I would have loved to know what he said, but that was a great LeBron moment. I'll give him that, okay? He's a great trash talker to players who think they're better than what they really were.
You know what? We still haven't talked about.
Oh no,
we still have not talked about Lou Alcindor.
Oh, God.
No, I said Kareem. I said he fought Bruce Lee.
No, Lou Alcindor. Two different people.
Sorry.
We white people don't know these things. My good friend, one of my best friends, he became Muslim. He changed his name. So now I think I have two best friends because I don't call him by his new name because I don't know how to pronounce it. So I still call him by his current name. So it's two different people. So you have to compare two different eras: Lou Alcindor and then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So I think Kareem is better than Shaq, and I think Lou Alcindor might be just a little bit better than LeBron. Just throwing it out there. Because look what he did.
I'm actually feeling a little bit bad for Barry because we're just not
much. Just
I mean, is LeBron
a little bad?
And y'all hitting me with Brittany Griner and Tracy McGrady.
They hit you with the Brittany Griner and the Dawn Staley. I ain't go for that.
I am literally going to leave the Brittany Griner comment up the entire time. Because I think that is the greatest one ever. Dawn Staley was good too.
I thought y'all was going to say Sabrina Ayahuasca, whatever her name was next. I was just like.
I just want to get Tim's thoughts on Alonzo Mourning, being a better Miami Heat player than LeBron.
I think he's just below LeBron. Mourning. I think Zoe's just below LeBron if you're going to go on the top. Oh, no, just as a better player. No.
Yeah. No. Just as a Miami Heat player.
I liked him better on the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, I do too.
So just throwing that out there. Does anyone have anything to say in reference to the Giants?
I was going to say, can we?
Is that having Giant talk here? Because there's 106 people.
There's literally nothing to talk about the Giants until Joe Sheen is fired, and that makes.
But he's not getting fired.
He's not getting fired. We know he's not getting.
He's not getting fired, man. I'm telling you, he's not getting fired.
Dude, then I think as an organization, I think it's even worse than it was 4 years ago. If you're not going to fire him.
Oh God, don't say that. Don't say that.
I know how.
I will argue the Dave Gettleman Giants with Daniel Jones is better than the current iteration of this Giants team. I would die on that hill.
I love this. Jabari's screen is getting darker as a conversation.
He's
literally is. I didn't even think about that. It literally is.
He's like, you just fade to black here.
Yo, just charging.
I'm literally about to put Dominique Wilkins over LeBron James.
What about Clyde the Glide?
Oh, Clyde Drexler. That just
he faced off against
that's just
Jordan in the finals, right?
I love this. Who are these Giants you talk about?
I was like, who are these Giants? Willie Mays?
Willie Mays Hayes?
Ooh,
that would be a good stream.
That's a good. There we go. See now we're getting there. I just want to keep talking about everything but the Giants because now we're only at 97 people watching. So I'd like to see how far we can go.
Oh God, this guy.
The last NBA conversation we had, which was with T. Brad and everyone else, the viewer count actually went up as we got away from the Giants.
Well, we were talking about like real basketball. Here we're just having the ESPN LeBron versus Michael debate. That's going to go on forever. So, we were actually.
See, that was audio was getting worse too.
I was gonna say everything is just getting bad over there.
Oh wait a minute! I love this. Abdul Carter greater than LeBron James.
Oh my God! All right.
That was a step over the line.
That
Oh
was
yeah, now we're getting disrespectful. We're putting one of the Ghost brothers up there.
We're not going to disrespect LeBron that way. We will.
Yes, I know.
That's just wrong. That was just mean. But we
At
will.
least Dawn Staley and Brittany Griner played basketball.
We will get the. Brittany Griner is one of Bob Marley's kids. Is that true?
No, it's not true. Stop. Stop it.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm just saying she was trying to sneak weed into Russia. Who does that?
Bob Marley would.
No, Bob Marley would have somebody else do it for him. He's smarter than that. But his kids, I don't know.
Who's smarter, Brittany Griner or LeBron James?
This conversation. Let me tell you something.
No, it's LeBron because of what we just said. It's LeBron.
Right, LeBron would give his weed to his assistant.
He would have said, Damon Jones, hold this.
Hold my weed.
Hold this.
To Russia.
It's like, I know you're gambling on the game, but hold this weed too. Take all these scandals.
I'm literally just going to keep this comment up for like the next 3 games.
I'm surprised Blackbird didn't say Daniel Jones is better than LeBron James.
That's just me.
That you don't do that.
Now, James.
I mean, what are you talking about? He's fast. He's fast. He's fleet of foot.
You have now crossed the line.
But he's fast. He's white lightning.
He's White Vic. Oh, no, there's only one White Vic.
Whoa, watch your mouth.
I go to James during the
watch your mouth.
New England game after Drake May ran it in for a touchdown. I said, "Oh, White Vic 2.0." He goes, "Nope, there's only one White Vic."
I'll tell you what, though, I really wanted Drake May that year. I'm vindicated. That's all I'm saying.
You did, actually. You did. Why are you talking?
Oh, good, because I wanted Jaden Daniels. So we're all just mad.
LeBron is a billionaire, and he's still playing.
Well, he's got to set every record known to basketball history so he could say he's better than LeBron.
He's no way he's going to get
33 years.
He's not going to get the assist record. John Stockton's like a billion light years ahead.
I got news for you. Nobody's ever going to pass John Stockton.
No.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that.
People
Now,
say
is
no.
John Stockton better than LeBron James? Are we putting that in there too?
Ooh, no, because he wore those weird shorts.
I mean, then.
Yo, listen, I like John, man. Don't make me have to get on here and defend John Stockton in his short shorts.
Fine.
Defend John Stockton. Who's better, John Stockton, or LeBron James?
John Stockton is all-time steals and assists leader.
I'm gonna go drink a.
Absolutely, he's got records.
Oh God, we're forcing Barry to go drink now.
He's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drink me a bottle of bleach real quick.
Let me see. John Stockton. That's a that's not a bad. That's interesting. John Stockton's got one of those careers. And who is going to catch? I don't think anyone. I'm looking. No one's going to catch John Stockton.
I'm just going to say, anybody who's too young to remember, go Google John Stockton highlights of what a real point guard looked like. That's all I'm going to say. That guy was pretty nasty, man, in his short shorts. And he's not better than LeBron. No, it's not.
I am actually going with. I was actually thinking about this, and this is
Old and Polynese.
Oh dear Lord, that's scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Let's just start throwing names out there. Clarence Weatherspoon.
Who is the player that what's his face on ESPN used to always dog when he was playing? Something Brown. Can't think of the name of the player.
A guy named Brown in the NBA.
Was he black?
Of course. No, I'm trying to think.
Well, we know he wasn't Asian.
All right. Last LeBron question.
Oh, here we go.
Better beard, LeBron James or James Harden?
James Harden, 100%.
Better
beard? James Harden's got like chicken bones in there. That thing is nasty.
It might be nasty, but
that's
there's
1-1.
a good sheen to it.
Mr. Bruce, better beard, LeBron James or James Harden?
How about better basketball player, LeBron?
Oh, James Harden.
That's crazy.
Hell no. Mr. Travel? I can't even know. Mr. Travel? No.
Come on, Jabari. Better beard. It's 1-1. Better beard.
I have absolutely no comment on that. All the
I'm actually going to go LeBron.
That's the
You know,
thing,
has a
yo.
better beard? Brittany Griner.
Oh, that's fucked.
No? Can't. No? Can't. No? Okay. Sorry.
Too soon. That's fucked up. I think that was the worst comment of the day.
I'm just saying, Brittany Griner, she's kind of manly.
Oh, I forgot. We got to keep this up forever. We're going to keep this.
Oh,
one.
that's right.
We're never gonna take this one down. You brought up LeBron, man.
I did. I thought
I was talking Giants. I was like Bruce Leroy, man. I was feeling the flow, man. I was talking Giants. I had the glow. Now I got off track. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
that's
Can we at least real quick Giants talk? Can we dispel this notion that we have to pay Wandell and keep him at all costs? Like we can't go find another short receiver out there.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably find somebody a second or third round that can do what Wandell does.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'm gonna say this again. He's got 800 yards. 300 of those yards came in 2 games. The other 11 games, he has 500 yards.
And
Can we stop sending him deep against double coverage? I look and I just see 2 defenders and I'm like, well, where's Dart going? Oh, there goes Papa Spur.
Well, I'm going to defend Jaxson Dart on this one with going deep. You can't see him.
Oh.
So I have to defend. I got to defend Dart on that. If you send your 4'11" wide receiver deep, you're not going to see him more than 10 yards down the field.
So if you throw an interception, it's his fault.
Exactly.
What about Darius Slayton?
We should put him on.
My boy is a disappointment. No, that's my boy. I got to stop. He's a God damn it. No, that's my boy. He's a disappointment. No dinner for him.
Wait a minute. I got a better one than Brittany Griner for James.
Oh God, no. All right. We're done. We're done. We're done. I'm going Bari. We're going dark. The big bodega? No.
Oh, he's going dark. I actually turned off the light. Damn.
You actually had to turn off the light. Oh my God. The only player you have to keep is Andrew Thomas.
Yeah.
After that kick.
The only player.
You know what? I kind of want to keep Isaiah Hodgins on the bench, whatever guy. You know, it's good to have depth. God forbid we have some depth.
I want to keep him on the bench.
Hopefully we get some receivers that are better than him. You know, I'm just saying.
He's a good bench player. He keeps the bench down. It doesn't flap and hit anybody on the head. So he's.
Hey, listen, we don't even have a bench here. We don't have that. Like, you look behind these.
I mean, can we even run a 4 wide receiver set? To be honest,
no. Who are you putting out there? Jalen Hyatt?
We can run a 4 tight end set
for sure.
But no,
Chris Barrett, man, woo! What a leader.
We cannot do. We can't.
Listen, that drawing of Pele or David Beckham you got on your wall behind you, OGR, does more than Jalen Hyatt.
All right, last LeBron greater than less than. I'm actually being serious. Okay, and I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm not fucking around. Okay.
Don't say Herb Williams.
No, not fucking around. This is gonna be the last greater than less than LeBron James. I'm not fucking around. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now so everyone can see it, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
Bobo.
He killed a lion with a spear. and then went to Bridgeport University in Connecticut and got drafted in the NBA. Come on.
Taco Fall's a thing too.
There we go. Manute Bol or James. Of course, everyone.
Well, Yao Ming technically was the greatest Asian player to ever play. Wouldn't you agree, OGR?
Yes. Ooh, wait. Linsanity. It's hard to beat Linsanity.
Now he's picking up Linsanity.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
But the problem is they can't do voiceover work.
Has he been?
And apparently they don't deliver on Sundays.
No, that's Korean barbecue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. I've been on way too long. Have I gotten banned from YouTube? Because I'm trying my hardest. I thought my last explosion early in the stream was going to get me banned.
What are you going to come over here next to talk baseball next? We talk everything except the Giants stuff.
Oh, we can't talk baseball because okay. Okay. This is the last thing that I got to go. Pete Alonso does not look like Pete Alonso in a Baltimore Orioles hat. It's almost like we want to call him Bob Alonso. I see him in this Baltimore Orioles hat, and I'm like, that's a different guy. He's like more of a Kodiak bear than the polar bear. I don't get.
He's going to hit more homers in Camden Yard if he friggin' stays healthy.
Well, I think that's James is like, nope, I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't want to play. James like, I don't want to play no more. Taking my ball.
It's a dark mode.
I don't want to play no more.
I think he had a massive heart attack after he hit that light switch.
But the good news is, James, we got the guy from the West Coast. I don't remember his name.
The Baltimore Orioles?
James is still mad at me because 2 minutes after he signed that contract, I texted James and said, Pete Alonso to the Orioles.
No, you called me.
Oh, I called you.
You called me.
I called you. That's right.
You called me.
I called you. You didn't pick up. And I love it because even yesterday he goes, I'm still mad. No, it's today. He goes, I'm still mad at you for Pete Alonso going to the Orioles. Like it was my fault. He's still mad at me. He goes to me. I love it because James goes, I'll get over it in a couple more days. Like,
I'm telling you, I'm taking all my Giants anger and putting it in the Mets because there's no point in being mad at the Giants. We just suck.
All right.
It's not like Edwin Diaz went to the Dodgers.
I got one for you. Dale Strawberry or LeBron James?
Darryl Strawberry.
No, Strawberry.
Absolutely. Oh,
that guy was better than LeBron, and he was doing coke.
He was on blow his entire career.
The guy was coming up. Oh, I'm coming up. Okay.
He hit it.
But he seriously was doing that.
He would hit home runs, and he wouldn't even be at bat.
Are you kidding me? Him and Doc would go on legendary night runs. That's all I'm going to say. And then show up and play like all-stars the next day. Kind of like a certain guy here who used to wear number 56.
He was probably with him.
See, look, everyone's voting Manute Bol.
Yo, he probably was with. Yo, you know what's funny, OGR? That's really funny. Nobody thinks about that. They probably were. And yes, I did die because you brought up the little bodega. We're going to send him to the little bodega in Wisconsin. You get his cheese out there.
J.R.
Smith or LeBron James.
Earl? That's funny.
Blackbird.
Can't remember the score.
He's just dropping knowledge. Blackbird. He's just dropping knowledge.
Stephon
What about Jamal
Marbury
Mashburn?
or LeBron?
Great Miami Heat.
The great Miami Heat. Stephon. No,
You
come
know
on.
what's so funny? I remember Tim
Stacey Augmon.
Tim said this was going to be the last one.
I'm really going to go down the list.
People keep putting him in the chat. What do you want me to do? I am one of these legendary hosts that just puts everything out of the chat. I don't care.
Exactly. And he's beholden to the chat. The
Yes,
chat's what makes things go. And
I'm
there's still
beholden to the
97
chat.
people here.
OGR is using big words. I don't know what that means, but yeah, that's what I am. I know what that means.
Oh, God.
Man.
Malfunction.
Does anyone have anything intelligent to say before we leave?
LeBron James is in conversation of being the GOAT. Intelligent statement right there. Boom.
Mr. Bruce, you know what? I am going to give you the last comment on LeBron. Turn your camera, put the light back on. I'm going to give you the last LeBron James comment. Go ahead. Because you were a good sport. You sat there and took the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune. What is your LeBron James final comment?
So I would say that, Jordan, fantastic, the GOAT. I feel like there are multiple.
Okay, well, I was just joking. I really didn't want to hear the last
I
time.
was saying, boy, that was a setup. Damn it, Mari. It was a setup. You should have known that was a setup.
It was the white guy setup. Come on.
He said, come on in. We'll give you a fair shot. Sure. Come on.
Sure.
I really want to hear your opinion.
You know what? I am sorry. Though. Go ahead.
It's all good. So
No, I'm sorry. I had to do it. That's just me.
I know. So I think that.
All right. Well, that was fun.
I would swear to God, OGR was paid. I swear.
OGR did it. OGR did it. I didn't do it. OGR did it. He's the evil one. He's Lex Luthor. What is this? What is this? This entire call has been a TWKYKC. Oh my God. All right, go ahead. I promise. Watch this. Here you go.
All right, keep your hands up. Hands up. Hands up.
Watch him turn me off with his freaking feet. But
His
anyway.
knee, actually, but
so
He's got it on a timer.
So I say, they're GOAT in different eras. I feel like you can't compare the 90s to the 2000s, the 2000s to the 2010s. You can't compare them. You only can compare. There are multiple different GOATs. So I feel like you can compare LeBron to Jordan because they're in their different eras and they were the GOATs of their times. But you can't necessarily compare them straight 1-to-1. But they are the two GOATs of the generation. Therefore, they're comparable in a conversation. Gotcha.
All right.
his palms are getting sweaty on that.
I know.
I was going to say, you know what that sounded like to me? I understand the question.
Actually,
I understand the question.
I was going to go someplace else with that, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Because we're heading down that path again. I'm not going down that path today.
I understand the question.
I understand the question. That's a good point. I understand the question. Or wouldn't it be I understand the answer? Okay, does anyone have anything intelligent to say about the Giants? Because I got to go cook dinner.
There's legit.
Hard Knocks on TV tomorrow night. Check it out, kids.
Hard Knocks TV Tuesday night. I don't know what time. 9 p.m.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
It's the first episode?
No,
third. This is the third episode, good brother.
Oh shit! I haven't. Should I watch the other two? Are they worth watching?
Well, apparently our quarterback doesn't know where the ocean is, and neither does our tight end.
Where's my weed?
Go watch that highlight. There you go.
I was gonna. If you're gonna watch it tomorrow, start smoking now.
All I'm gonna say, I gotta say this because I love all of y'all here. I love the chat. OGR, Bari, I love y'all. Blackbird, everybody out here, I love y'all. But if this kid was black and he was doing some of the stuff he was doing, running around with a chain, saying, I ain't staying in the pocket, I'm gonna run around. This is how I play.
Jesus.
I'm just saying. He doesn't even know where the ocean is.
James, which ocean? Tell me the Pacific. Tell me the Pacific.
He thought it was the Hudson River.
Okay.
Would it be the Atlantic?
Well, I was hoping that, like, in the opposite direction, he couldn't figure out where it was. The Atlantic's right there.
Well, that's the problem. He didn't know that.
He didn't know that.
He
And
didn't
he's
know
playing
he didn't know
quarterback.
the Atlantic Ocean was right there. Now,
He didn't know where all the wind was coming from. And it's kind of windy out. Where does the wind come? Where's the wind coming from? We're not in a valley.
He is from Utah, so there's not a lot of oceans in Utah.
He didn't take a geography class.
Or he doesn't have. To James's point, he doesn't have an iPhone.
He should have went to BYU. That's all I'm saying.
Let's. It's geography is tough. Math is tough. So I mean, maybe he just didn't. Maybe geography wasn't his thing.
Too much partying.
Finding the ocean is tough. It's kind of hard. That's why he doesn't know where the sideline is. He can't find the whole ocean. How's he going to find the sideline?
I love that Mr. Taz doesn't. Listen. Give the kid a break. He has been hitting the head a lot.
Yeah, you know what? That's true. Maybe he knew where it was when he first got here. Maybe you're right, Taz. Maybe you're right.
You know what happened is he knew it before the Georgia game, and then he got knocked out.
Giants need to stop doing hard knocks. Well, the problem with this, it's not the Giants, it's the NFL that's making the Giants do it. It's not the Giants.
We're a laughing stock. We're good TV.
This last time was
Everyone loves a train wreck.
Yeah, well, we are a train wreck. But are we actually going to be on Hard Knocks? Because from what I'm watching, the last episode, we're not really on Hard Knocks.
No. Between the two episodes, our total screen time might be 10 minutes.
Well, it is playoff edition, so it kind of makes sense.
But I mean, we didn't talk about.
Who said? Oh no,
they did talk about Shane Bowen. Yeah.
Wait, James, who's talking? It's the hair.
Is that Joe Shane?
Is that Joe Shane?
Who's in the dark there? Oh, Bart.
That's Bart. Oh my God, Goodford was talking for a minute there. I thought
it's just Joe Shane in his office contemplating lights off. Joe, are you all right?
That literally is Joe Shane in his office.
Joe, eating a Crustable in the dark. Are you okay?
He comes into focus. Oh my God, it's Joe Shane.
So no, it's Brandon Brown. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Hold on. It's LeBron's silhouette.
Tim, I appreciate
it's LeBron James.
I gotta step away because I gotta drive somewhere right now. But appreciate you, bro.
Always about you.
You got to go pick up your can't get Asian takeout, huh?
No, I gotta
go pick it up.
Soccer practice.
Gotta go
indoor.
They're not delivering the OGR.
He's always got. He's so busy. He's always got to go somewhere. Listen, I was supposed to be out 48 minutes ago, and I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna blame you.
He is. There's a shoe coming.
All right, talk to you guys later.
Handle. All right, OG. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.
Oh, thank God he's gone.
He's on the forever don't deliver list for every Chinese restaurant. Don't deliver.
I'm at
must come pick up.
Let's put him back on. Here we go. He's doing the Jabari Bruce impression.
Oh.
Oh,
where'd he go? Where'd who go?
I mean, I swear to God, there's still 85 people watching this. I'm trying to get down into the teens.
LeBron silhouette. That was a good one. That's LeBron.
That's what Hollywood. Where'd he go? Hollywood said, where'd who go?
All right, I gotta go. Has anyone got anything intelligent to say? I know I asked that a lot.
Water is wet.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go smoke some weed and watch this Hard Knocks.
That's tomorrow.
No, I didn't see the first 2 episodes.
I'm just gonna start.
Barry, please come back on here whenever Tim stream after you watch him describe where the ocean is. I need somebody else's take besides me and Tim, because we're just a-holes. I need somebody else to come on here and tell me I'm not crazy. Please. Thank you. I love you, brother.
I love you too, bro. I'm gonna watch it, man. You gonna?
All right, man. Mr. Bruce, I appreciate you coming on for as long as you did, and of course, go MJ.
Yes, LeBron's winning the GOAT.
Oh, wait a minute. This is a good one. Bronny or LeBron James.
Oh no! All right, no. Now we're getting disrespectful.
Okay.
Didn't we do that with Brittany Griner already?
You should have said Cayenne Anthony, Carmelo's son, is better than LeBron.
Ooh. Yeah, but someone didn't type that in the chat. I'm not that smart. Someone gotta type it in the chat. All right, everyone. I gotta go talk to James. So believe FanDuel, blah
believe.
blah blah.
Believe.
FanDuel, blah blah blah. Whatever else you need to talk about. Appreciate everyone. Still the 80 people hanging in. I'm way over my 2 hours by only 47 minutes and 56 seconds. So all the shorts are now fucked. So let's just not worry about that. For James, for Tim, for OGR Sports, who's going out to get his South Korean barbecue, and Jabari Bruce. Let's go next. Well, wait, that would have been better if let's go.